What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ K at the party. I am your host with the most. You already know what I'm nasty on ones and twos because you already know I make it do what it do. Welcome to the conversation, relations, and relationships. This is we're gonna do a little something a little different, a little different. We're gonna switch it up. Y'all see the title. We're gonna talk about these damn kids of ours.
Badass
But
kids.
but but how much we love them though. But how much we love them. What up, what up, what up, what up? Canada is watching. How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you being here. Um, yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about today is these damn kids. And I'm actually gonna also making an open panel as well. If y'all want to speak on y'all experiences on kids and stuff like that. Each and every one of my panelists has a topic, not a topic, but a subject matter that they're going to talk about as far as raising kids, whatever. And then we're gonna talk about that subject for at least 30 minutes and move on to the next. So to do my beautiful co-host, my lovely sister, Love Bug in the building.
Hey y'all.
Say hi to the people.
I'm not gonna be on camera until I put my face mask on because my face is swollen. I had to go to the dentist yesterday, but I'm in this bitch.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard what she says. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I also like to introduce my next co-panelist, uh, and her name is Ebony. And shout out what you with and what you doing, and say hi to the people.
Hey y'all. It ain't any of y'all business what I'm doing, but I'm out here. How y'all doing? It's Saturday. Beautiful. Love y'all.
Damn, it ain't none of our business. What, girl? What you doing for real?
The
I'm
next
out here
person I
in
like
the
to
street.
introduce is my guy, one of my best friend in the world, uh, uh, songwriter, music producer, artist extraordinaire. My guy Trace, y'all know and y'all love him. Trace in the
Hey, you
building.
been hyping me up, yo. Yeah, yeah. What's up, y'all? Y'all
All
good?
right, all right, y'all. All right, and my next co-panelist, I'm honored to finally have on the show. We've been trying to have her for a few weeks now, but she's finally in the building. She is an award-winning journalist, also music producer. Her sons uh, do music and also had their own podcast. And she's also a civil rights activist, and she was out there in the front lines when situation happened with Elijah McClain and all those particular type things. She is a pillar in the Aurora community, Denver community, this pretty much all the way around Colorado. I would like to introduce the lovely and beautiful Amber Lee Taylor in the building. Say what's up to the people. You on mute. You can't hear you on mute.
Go. There we go. You told me to
There
mute.
you
No,
go.
got it. No. What's up, y'all? This is Amberly Taylor with Taylor's Voice. We are actively in Oklahoma right now protesting for Quade Sanders and Zontorius Johnson. Boots to the ground. We will pull up wherever you need help. We're coming. We're coming. So call on us. We are TNI Voice on Facebook. We pull up for court support. We pull up the cop watch. If you are pulled over, you feel unsafe, call the number that's listed. We're gonna come. Somebody's coming.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you have a YouTube channel too, right, Amberly?
Yes, it's called Oklahoma Canna Voice, and then my son Nick Whitted, he has his YouTube channel. He actually is
Can you
was
plug that? Can you plug that real quick?
absolutely, I sure can.
Yeah.
Thank you. You want me to put in the chat?
No, just tell them, and then I have my mods put that in the chat so people
Gotcha.
can connect with
You
you.
can go to NICWITIT on YouTube for Nick's channel, and it's What's Up with Nick with it. And then I'm Oklahoma's Canna Voice. The same thing up, Oklahoma Canna Voice. That's me.
All right, that's what it do. That's what it do. And you already know who I am, the host. We're gonna get started, man. The topic is going to be really lighthearted. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna be talking about these damn kids. So, like I said, each of my co-panelists have their own subject matter of what we're going to talk about, and we're going to go from there. Now, would y'all want me to start first, or did y'all want to start?
Well, considering you only have one kid, go ahead. You haven't experienced shit yet, but go ahead.
Oh, well,
I
You
hold
want the
on
experience.
now, hold on. That's not true because I raised two kids that weren't biologically mine. So
I
I
know,
had
but they were
gotten some.
little. But they were little. You still haven't been through nothing. It's okay, brother. It's okay. Your time will come.
See how
No
she be?
rush.
All right, that's all right. That's all
Is
right.
No
that
That's
big
all
rushing.
right.
sister
That's
or
cool.
little sister? Is she the
All right,
older or
so
younger?
So
he well,
let's let oh God, I forgot your name, baby girl.
hold
Red
on.
hair.
Amberly.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Amberly, me,
Thank
can I
you.
I'm
There you
Not
checking.
that
go.
I
Go
can
ahead.
see.
Hey, okay, so
By the way,
mine,
Amberly is really different.
you said what? It's spelled
I
different?
love your name, by the way. It's really different, Amberly.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really different.
Thank you. My mama gave me that name. I guess there was some guest host on All My Children in 1985, and that's where I got my name from. Rest in peace, mama.
oh, I
Yes,
love
so
that
I
name.
Amen.
yes, I love it. So
So,
damn
topic
kids.
you got for us to what's the subject you got for us that you want us to discuss about these damn kids that we got?
These damn kids. So my children have had a behavioral shift from being yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, please to bitch. Like I had to put my son out of the house
Oh,
for
me too.
like, sit outside. You're sitting in front of this door. You better not move from in this door, but you better not come in my house either. Because he called me a name. And that's just really out of character for him. So I wanted to ask other parents. A lot of you know who my son is, Nick Whitted. He was at the largest mass shooting in the United States. We were performing in Dumas, Arkansas, when 26 people were shot in front of my kids, and a lot of them were children. And we are going through racial discrimination in Oklahoma by way of bullying. My child is being called the N-word by his principal. Um, just a lot of things, and it has shifted their behavior to where they're angry all the time. And it's pouring out into mama. And they are usually mama's protectors. They are usually mama's love bugs, mama's care bears. Like,
All right.
I've never been disrespected by my children before. So when it happened, it was like a knife and it was turning, y'all. It was
Yeah,
turning.
yeah.
And I can remember how many times I
Mm-hmm.
called my mama a bitch in my head,
Mm-mm.
but I
That's,
never said it to her face. And this
Never to her face. I know the feeling. I just went through
wow,
that.
yeah. Never said it to him. I never did that.
me
Mm-mm.
either. Me either.
I literally
So
just
I
went
wanted
through
to
it
know from
myself
other
2 weeks ago.
parents because I reached out to some artists. You know, my son is an
Is
artist, so
this
I
mine
reached out to a
or
few
yours?
artists and I asked them because it's affecting his stage presence as well.
Come
He
see your
like
face, man.
totally sucked. He sucked the last two times, and he's the truth. So I wanted to know what would y'all do? What would your approach be?
You gotta
Okay,
let that shit play out
love
for real,
bug.
because
Love bug. You want to start with that? You want to start with she asked for advice like so what? Go. We'll start out with love bug and then we'll the next person will be Ebony. Go ahead, love bug.
so I'm kind of going through the same thing, not as far as the disrespecting me, because I'll fight a motherfucking kid. Know
Yeah,
that.
she.
And I see the same behavior. I just seen it after my grandma passed away. So you really gotta stay on their helmets. You really gotta stay on them. I don't give a fuck how much they cry, they fucking want to cuss you out. And the next time somebody call you a bitch, call your team. For real. Cause I wish one of these motherfuckers would call me on my motherfucking name, nigga, and I don't wipe your motherfucking dick. You gonna motherfucking respect me for the rest of your goddamn life.
Yeah,
I
we have
have
a
a
problem with that.
25-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
She thinks she can cuss in front of me, all kind of shit. Get the fuck out my house. And don't come the fuck back because I'm your mom. There's just certain boundaries you don't fucking cross.
That's right.
Period. That's one of them. You did good. Put his ass the fuck out. Don't fucking come back until you learn how to fucking respect me. I did
Oh
this.
God.
If it wasn't for me, you would not be here. You would not be having no goddamn
I would
podcast.
agree.
You wouldn't be educated. You wouldn't be shit. So sit your little motherfucking ass down. I got a sign in my house to say, fuck these kids.
Mhm.
For real.
Look,
For
my
real.
kids are so
I need
privileged. They don't even know we're poor,
Okay.
y'all. They're so privileged. They don't understand. We live in the L block. We live where the first 48 be at. Like
But we do good with them. That's why they don't know, because we know what we're doing. If we didn't know what we were doing, then they would know that they're living below the means. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that shit because of how us as mothers handle that shit.
That's
I gotta
right.
get my weed, y'all.
That's
Yeah,
right. No,
that's true.
truthfully, I was smoking whenever y'all pulled up. So that's
Okay.
what worries me. That's what worries me is that their disrespect is going to filter out into a situation that I can't prevent or control. Because,
Okay.
like I said, we're actively protesting for Zontori Johnson and Corday Sanders, who watched those babies beg for their lives on camera while being assassinated by police. And I see the storm brewing. I see it, and it's breaking my heart. I don't know what to do.
Okay. So what? Well, my bad. I'm not going. The next person is going to. The next person that's going to go is Ebony. I'm not going. I'll speak my piece last. So Ebony, go ahead with your comment on this particular subject.
um to be
And then
honest, I literally went through this with my son. I don't have multiple kids. I only have one, but my son is 18. And we had a very big blowout to the point where I'm sorry, that was him calling me. We had a
okay.
big blowout where we had a physical fight, and he called me out of my name, and he pushed me. Um, and I put he was going, and I refused to be.
You break. You breaking up.
We can't hear you, mamas.
You breaking up. Eb, you breaking up, mama. Yeah, you kind of breaking up. You sound like a robot.
Oh no.
Can y'all hear her?
No,
Hear me?
no, you gotta start over. We ain't getting done.
Yeah, you gotta do it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear
yeah,
me
we
now?
can hear you. Yeah.
We
Oh
lost her
well.
for a second.
All right. Well, we'll come back to her. Trace, on this particular subject of Amber Lee,
Yeah.
what's on your mind? Speak to it.
Y'all don't want to know what I think because I'm
Oh no,
on
we
the
do.
same
We
board
do.
as Samantha,
Can y'all hear
and
me? Can
look,
y'all see
bug.
me?
I don't play no games with no kids. I don't play no games with no grown ups. Look, if you're gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you back. We're gonna have a problem. I have daughters. I don't have no sons, and I think that's a good thing. I don't have no sons. I have daughters I gotta protect. So, my daughters. I don't think my daughters will ever do that. They're little. They're really little. But even as a stepdad, or even the guy that even posed as a dad, you know what I mean? I would check a kid. I'll let a kid know. I'll have to beat your kid's ass. Look, you can't be disrespecting nobody, not even your
Well,
mama. Your mama don't disrespect nobody in
before you
your family. I don't want to hear none of that.
before you finish, I want to give you a little bit of a back piece that this is why I'm not married anymore. My husband left because my son first started getting disrespectful because he lost respect for me and my husband by way of my husband's actions. My husband was actively disrespecting me in front of my children, and that's where this has all been in about the past year.
Okay.
So whenever my
That
Okay.
makes
husband would
sense.
try to address it, the man who's
Yeah.
raised them their whole lives because their dad is dead, My
Right.
son snapped back at him like, "You can't tell me shit, and you over here doing this to my mama."
I went to the wrong
So
place.
he
Right.
tried, and whenever I didn't step in, my husband dipped, and he's been gone for about a year now. So that is very much stemming from it. But I really couldn't say nothing to Nicholas for feeling that way because he lost respect for his daddy.
Right. I mean, that's understandable. When your son gets older, he's gonna understand what the man goes through. It's not it's not what I'm not excusing his actions, but as a grown man, we go through different types of things kids don't know about or women know about. So whatever that was going on, like I guess he did with what was best, which probably wasn't the best, but you know what I mean. But at the same time, if you lose respect, like as I mean, kids get older and they're gonna start understanding and knowing shit, right? But to disrespect somebody, especially your mom, like I just that's uncondonable. I don't
Yeah.
that I never ever. Yeah, I raised my voice at my mom one time, one or two, once or twice, but I just can't. She did the best she could for me, so I could, just like Love Bug said, so I could be here, to be on have my face on here. I won't tolerate it. If I hear a kid disrespecting their mom, I'm gonna look at them crazy. They're gonna be like, who's this man? Who's this man trying to talk to my kid? Because that's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable. These kids, I don't know where they get the disrespect from, because I don't know.
It's
But that's
entitlement. It's
And,
the social media. Can y'all hear me?
yep,
Can
yep,
y'all
yeah,
hear
we
me?
hear
yep.
you.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right,
yeah,
Ebony, go ahead with your comment, Ebony.
so what I was trying to say is, like, I literally was going through this with my son about 2 weeks ago, where we had a physical altercation and he called me a bitch, and he also pushed me. So I had to rock his world and I put his ass out. And
Uh,
I didn't let him come
Oh
back
yeah.
for a week. He wanted to come back, and he was trying to call me and apologize over the phone. And I said, you're gonna be a man about your business, and you're gonna come talk to me like this grown man that you portray yourself to be. So, my best advice in that situation, for one, is we got to talk to these kids. We have to keep talking to them, keep talking to them, no matter what. We got to talk to them, and then, but we sometimes we got to show their ass like who we are, and like, because sometimes they just tend to forget. And I think that's the best thing, is that we have to talk to these kids, but we also have to support them, because I think in the end of the day, it has something to do with their own individual mental struggle, especially when they are in transition, when they're in a transitional period, like if they're going from a child to a teenager, and then a teenager to an adult. It's a very mentally stressful situation for these kids, and they don't know how to handle it because society makes it. I mean, they're coddling the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? They're making it hard for them to not only be expressive, but they're too damn expressive, and they're trying to, like, downplay parents and make us feel like
Yeah,
we
you're
ain't
right
supposed
about
to
that.
put
I
our
feel
foot in
that.
their ass. So my best advice is like, you gotta talk to them, but you also have to, sometimes you gotta slap their ass around, but you have to also let them know, regardless, like, in the end of the day, I am your mother or I am your father, and I'm going to support you through this transition. I love you, but also my, and if you don't respect me, I hope y'all heard that.
all right,
Did y'all hear
all
that?
right.
I
I
don't know.
I heard it.
This is how I feel about the situation. Let me ask you a question. Um uh are your babies in therapy by any chance?
So we just took advantage of the free 6 sessions that Colorado now offers. So y'all go check it out. Every minor did 6 free sessions. But the problem was that there was no black providers. My babies ain't gonna talk to no fat white lady. They're just not, and they're not going to, and they're
Yep.
gonna shut that. And that was all that we saw on there. There was nobody that they felt comfortable with. They are actively trying to link this with a provider that my babies will feel comfortable in talking to. So yes, they are. And Mama has a degree in psychology, but that's like operating on your own kid. It don't work. It don't work.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
But they're not receiving it from me. So that's why I came to y'all. When I was a kid, all of my mom had to do was go down the road and tell Miss Pepper what I was doing, and Miss Pepper was going, straighten me out, or the lady across the street or whatever. It was a community.
Right.
And in Colorado, I had CPS calling me 13 times just for letting my kid protest for Elijah McClain. So it's very scary to be in a place like Colorado and have people who, like you said, the society is coddling them, and be afraid to even discipline your child or say anything to your child because somebody might call CPS. So that is
And you're
definitely
right. But
Okay.
fuck that.
So
You
I'd
better
rather go
not.
to
Don't let
jail. I'd
nobody
rather
put
go
no
to
fear in
jail
you.
for whooping my kid's ass than to
Yeah.
not. There's no way in hell. You're gonna have to lock me up and throw away the key, because at the end of the day, I'm going to show my son who the fuck I am, and like that the world is cold. I'm not gonna
And you
this is
have
the
coddle
to
you. I'm
cloth.
tell
not
them
gonna
This is
hold
that.
the
your
You
cloth
hand.
you're cut
literally
from,
have to
sir.
tell them
Boop, boop,
that.
boop.
I tell people, I tell the
Right.
well,
police
you
That's
know
what
what?
I'm
to their
saying. Like,
motherfucking face. They belong to me, and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want with them. Because before I got in
I've heard you
trouble,
say that. I've heard you say that
yep,
personally.
I've got in trouble by the police because I told them, nigga, if I don't whoop his ass, y'all are gonna fucking shoot him. And she
right.
was like, why
Exactly.
would you
yep.
tell him that, bitch? Because you will shoot my fucking son. What do you mean? Why would I tell him that? I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm
Right.
just gonna knock the shit out of him. He'll be
And he
okay
going,
Like,
after,
which
yep,
one, you
after
want
he
these
get done
hands or you
crying.
want to get shot? I
right.
bet if you
Well,
give
here's
them
the
So
that
thing.
shit,
analogy and
You
say
know,
you want these hands or you want to get shot, they'll straighten
but
up.
y'all want to take that away
but here,
from us.
but
Y'all
here,
want to take that away from us. Now look at y'all. Y'all asking us, get your kids. How come y'all are not controlling your kids? No, motherfucker, because y'all wanted to let them know that they could call the police if they was upset at us. If we hit them, they can call the police. If
Hey,
y'all would have
they
started
put
running
that. Oh
our
my goodness.
motherfucking mouth and started making them motherfuckers think they was grown, then guess what? Our kids wouldn't be calling us bitches. Our kids wouldn't be out in the streets and doing dumb shit because they can call the police on us. They don't have to listen. Call the police on me if you want to, you little motherfucker, and
I
you
told
really
it,
gonna
I
have a
call them
problem.
for you.
Cause fuck the police,
I call them for
Yep.
you.
well, here's the
man.
thing. The thing is, and the reason why I asked those particular questions because I had to put Caden in counseling, in therapy. I think when he was, I want to say like 8 years old or something like that, because, um, internally he was going through a war within himself because me and his mother weren't together no more. I thought he was over that, but it was through therapy I found out that he was struggling with me and his mother not being together anymore, and
Makes
uh
sense.
I had to talk to him about that because he would get like he would get very short tempered, or he would talk about not being valued or enough, or just not, he was just confused because he was just like, wait a minute, I was just in the house with my parents, both my parents, and now that I'm not, like, that's weird. That's weird as fuck. Hey, what's up, DJ Nate? Thank you for being here. And so when I got him with the counselor, with the school counselor and everything, I think the school counselor was able to provide him tools for him to use his resources for him to counteract those particular type of triggers. Um, you know, we I even have somewhat of an open door policy that, okay, except the cussing. You ain't finna use no cuss words around. I'll slap the shit at you. But but express how you feel. I want him to be honest. If there's things that I might have fallen short from, I'm willing to take that and willing to do better. You know what I'm saying? As a father, you know, and at the end of the day, I think your kids are supposed to hold you accountable. If you do stuff in front of them that you're not necessarily supposed to be doing in front of them, you got to hold yourself accountable on that. You gotta be fair. If we hey
I
Relly, what
agree,
up,
man. You
little
know
sis?
what? Like on that note, Kev, on that note, like one thing that I did do for my son because he was struggling, like between the ages of like 11 to 12 or so. And I think I tried to put him in counseling, but he didn't like it because like most of the counselors out there are white women or white men, and he didn't feel
Right,
comfortable.
right.
He didn't feel comfortable trying to open up to these people because they don't look like him. So
If
what
they
I
don't,
did do is
they
I got him
don't.
involved in the Boys and Girls program. I'm not Boys and Girls, the Big Brothers and Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Colorado. I got him
That's a
into
good
that
one.
program, and he actually
That's a good one.
he had a mentor. He had a big brother from the time that he was 11, and he barely got into the program because he was too old. But they let him get in, and he kept that big brother up until he was about 17 years old, and they still are close to this day. And coincidentally, is a white man. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's a white man, but I think just because it was
I
another
think
man in his
it
life
was a
that
male
he could
figure.
go
It was
to,
a male
right?
figure. Yeah.
They would go out and they would play sports and do different activities and stuff. And I think that right there was a huge, because even though at the time I was in a relationship, I was in a long-term relationship, I felt like the man that I had in his life was a good, strong man. He still didn't trust him enough to actually confide in him. He does now at this point, but before he didn't. And
He
it took for
didn't.
some
Right.
totally different man to come
Right.
into his life and take him out and do activities with him that he enjoyed for him to open up and really be able to be expressive. And so that I think that's a good resource for the younger boys. But once they're
Okay.
older, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Amberly, go ahead with your comment.
Oh, I think we should reach out to the 100 Black men. They used to come out and support Nicholas a lot whenever he would speak and stuff, whenever they would do rallies. And I wonder if, because we have all moms on here with boys and some dads, I wonder if they would participate in maybe some mentoring shit, because it sounds like we all have that struggle of a village. Like, where's our village?
Yeah, I
Right.
would totally
I
be
think
down with it.
well, the thing I think what and I'm gonna get to you, real quick. Um, the thing is, when I talk about entrepreneurship and stuff like that, I make sure I take my son on those gigs with me. He's putting stuff up as far as their equipment and taking it down. I'm teaching him. I even taught him how to send invoices and all those particular type of things. You have to make sure your business is right, and if he physically is seeing that, then he's going to want to do that, because my father, he also owned a limousine business, and I seen him how he hustled, and we would have to clean the car, and how important he took it seriously. So when you're seeing that, and you're on a daily basis, on a consistently basis, it's your child is going to be wanting to do that. But what I'm saying is that with Caden, I had him in the therapy. I think I've only put my hands on Caden maybe, or as far as him getting the whooping, maybe 5 times. But what I do to his ass, and this is worse than the goddamn whooping, I have his ass doing squats on that damn wall with his hands up with
Hmm.
and he
That's
he would
fair.
get a
Yep, I
whooping.
do the same thing.
Yep, he would rather get a whooping, because he says that shit. He didn't say that shit, but I said that.
Yeah, I
He
did
says
that
that
with my
he's like,
son too.
my legs, my legs, my legs.
Yeah,
I said, uh-huh. I said, uh-huh. You want a whooping, or you want? I'd rather have a whooping.
I had my son standing on bottles and shit and
Uh-huh.
holding books up and
Yep.
buckets of water. I put him through straight military training because I was like, I'm tired of whooping your ass. Shit, I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We I ain't got time to be whooping your ass all day and stuff.
Right, shit. I'm hurting myself, hurting you. We gonna figure this out.
But
I
you,
have
but
him on
you
the
know
wall
what?
doing squats.
But here's the thing. But what I do make sure is that at the end of the night, me and my son are good, regardless if he was disciplined. Uh, I always try to make sure that me and my son are okay at the end of the night to know that I whooped you, but at the end of the day, just know that I did it out of love, and because I'd rather whoop you than or put hands on you before these damn police do. And that's and Love Bug bring up a really good meaning on that particular part. And the thing is, and that's what my father did with me. He made sure we were good at the end of the day. He didn't just whoop my ass and make me think about it. No, we had conversations. We had multiple conversations, and not only that, he would also take accountability. Like, so what can I do to help you prolong your success in whatever you're trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Those questions that you ask your kid and being like, what what can I do better? Can I be a partner? What, you know, man? Just try to have those when you're in the same mind. That's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to dating, I have to be in the same state of mind, because if somebody thought my intellect or my logistics when it comes to raising my child, I can't be with that person. I just can't. You're not stressing me the fuck out, and I got to do it with my child. No, 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 sir. Uh, but yeah. So, any more on this subject?
I think the only thing that I do want to say is that we have to hold these kids accountable. We have to hold these kids accountable. We have to we have to force them to face their
Absolutely.
demons and to be able to admit to their issues and their problems and help them to be more expressive, because the world, how the society is set up, it's like blame this person, blame this, for everybody else's, it's everybody else's fault but yours.
But
And if
yours.
people can, if we can teach these kids, especially in our community, to be more accountable for their actions, that will help them as they grow up into adults, and we can change the narrative that we're so stuck in this society. I think
Mm-hmm.
accountability is everything. They have to
It
know how to
is.
communicate properly, but they also have to be able to see when they are the ones causing this bullshit.
Hmm. I
Okay.
agree.
Because that's huge. That's what's problem. I think that's what a big problem with these kids these days is that they don't want to take blame for their fuck ups. They want to say, "Oh, well, this person did this, and that's why I did that." No,
I was
Right.
like that for a long time though, and I had to start when I started figuring out. Then it was time for me to start teaching my kids that you have to take responsibility for whatever it is. If you do something right, hey, that's you. If you do something wrong, hey,
right,
that's you. You know, and it took me a minute to get there, but I got there, and I
girl, I
believe
just
that
got there a minute ago.
yeah, that it was enough time for me to be able to teach my kids. Like I tell my boys all the time, be a man about your shit.
Right,
Be a man
you
about your
got
shit.
to
If you
be a
did
man
it,
about
nigga,
your
be a man
word.
about your shit. There's nothing wrong with being a man about your shit. Can't
Right.
Right,
nobody hold your dick but you. You got to piss with that motherfucker. Hold your shit. And
right,
that's how I
I
talk
need
to
a
my kids. I don't know, because the world
I
talks to them all types
start.
of motherfucking crazy.
right.
So I'm just gonna give it to them how I know
Give it
how,
to
and
them
this is how
real.
I know how. I'm a mom
Right.
raising 5 fucking boys.
Damn.
5. Okay. All
God
my
bless
kids
your
have been
soul.
honor students. All of them have been athletes. All of that. Fuck
I
that
only
shit.
got one, and I thought I was losing my mind. Shit.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
days. There's
but I
Yeah.
definitely days.
but the
But
thing is,
we know
yeah,
what
and
we got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Here,
And
yeah.
these kids need to realize that the shit
keep
that we're
that right
saying to
there,
them
okay?
is legit. It's legit. Nobody's taking nothing from y'all.
Okay,
That's what they
hold
think. They think we're taking shit from them. We're not taking anything from y'all. We're trying to help y'all. Believe it or not, it's gonna pay off in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because if I let you go out in the street and do whatever the fuck you want to, you're gonna fuck up your whole life.
Right.
Because y'all are doing dumb shit. I got a whole honor roll
on.
student. And when I say honor roll, I do mean honor roll. Plays football, runs track, just got arrested. Like,
Yeah, see, my kids
baby.
are straight in. They're star football players. They don't get in trouble at school
She does.
ever. Oklahoma. My kid was suspended the second day of school for not knowing where to sit, and then his principal called him the N-word. He was like, if y'all can call each other names, I can call you one too. And said,
And I couldn't beat you because I would have went to jail. You know how many times I've been kicked out of DPS? I don't even have a job with DPS no
Me
more.
too,
Yeah,
Fuck
girl.
that's
DPS. Because they got
true.
me fucked
Me
up.
That's
too.
true.
Oh,
They
I didn't
banned
show
me from
my
the schools
ass.
and everything.
I
Almost
said,
every year I get banned from a school.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
gonna
And
guys,
I
call
we're
gotta
gonna
fight
have
for my
real.
kid.
we
But
gonna
I think that they
we
lost
gonna
that
have
respect.
a real
Hey, baby.
Hey, well, how you doing?
Hi, baby.
Hey,
real. You there?
That's the picture so
Can
beautiful.
y'all
Where you
hear? I
at?
don't take
Hold on, I'm right
take
here.
the,
She talking to me. Boy, hush.
can you hear her?
Hey, boo. You need anything from the store? Well, I got my Quest card, Katana.
I don't hear her. Y'all hear her?
no.
No, she's on mute anyway. Real.
Okay. Well, she chopped. All right, she chopped out. Okay. So co-host Love Bug, I need you to go ahead and pick the next person with they subject they want to talk about. Um uh moving on.
Um, I'm trying to keep my face covered, y'all. I'm all swollen. This shit look fucked up. What's the topic for the
Girl.
next one?
Huh?
I know it's okay, but goddamn, y'all don't understand.
No, we understand it's okay, girl. You still look good, but we understand it is not, you don't have no control over the situation. So do what you do to make yourself feel comfortable.
And
What's
Amberly,
the
thank you
next
for the
subject, y'all?
thank you for the next thank you for the subject matter. I appreciate that, Amberly.
Yes,
So
definitely.
Love Bug, go ahead and pick the next person.
Come on, Ebony. Let's go.
Okay, what am I doing?
Ladies first.
What am I
What
supposed
are
to
we
do?
talking about, Ebony? What are we talking about? What the subjects you want to
Uh,
Oh,
I do want to announce my new case. So before we end, y'all like keep me up in.
it, oh, okay.
huh?
So I I want to talk about how we can um improve the confidence in our children and their emotional intelligence so that they know how to handle they know how to handle situations effectively as adults and as teenagers in relationships with their friends and girlfriends, boyfriends type stuff. How about that?
Well,
Okay.
you gotta,
All right. So
Is
that's
that
the
a
you gotta
subject.
start off, huh?
Okay.
I mean, I
You
don't know.
gotta.
I'm thinking about increasing the emotional intelligence in young boys and young girls so they know how to effectively communicate properly with each other and build each other up instead of tearing each other down and like you know, I don't know.
Kids
Okay.
definitely need siblings.
All right.
So we can
Love Bug,
tell
do you
them
get
as
it?
adults, we can tell them anything, but at the end of the day, you actually have to go through shit to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like it took us to go through situations to learn if they were good or bad for us, they got to do the same thing. I thank God that my kids have each other because with me having so many, I don't be knowing shit, but I bet you they brothers and sisters know everything. You know what I'm saying? And when I say
We look
everything,
out for
I
each other.
mean everything. It's ridiculous. It pisses me off sometimes because I'm like, well, why wouldn't y'all call and tell me?
Yeah, I mean that's one of my biggest things because these kids are just they're all over the place and I think it literally is they're confused. They're confused. They
What
don't know what to do. And I'm like, how can us as parents properly support these children in their journey as they are growing
People
up to
your
be,
age telling
you
you
know?
what's right and wrong because they'll listen to them before they listen to us.
Well, I mean, my issue is like my son is an only child. I only have him. He
Well,
does,
bring
I
his
mean,
ass over.
he has siblings, but he has siblings with his dad. So for instance, his dad's got like 20 kids. Don't ask no questions.
Girl, I
But
won't. I'm in the same boat.
But before anybody want to judge about that situation, my son is his second child, and I didn't even know about the first one until I was damn near about to deliver him.
Who gives a
Wow.
So
fuck? Don't nobody give a
you
fuck
know
about
what
what
I'm
nobody
saying?
thinks. Shit.
He ended up deciding to have another 20
Right. There
something
ain't
kids. That's
nobody
his
getting
fucking problem. But at the end of the day, he has a ton of sisters. He don't have no brothers. They're all girls. He's the only boy at all these kids. but he doesn't really have a connection or a relationship with those girls because I don't know who the mamas are. It's just they all over the place. So otherwise,
Wow.
it's literally just him. He doesn't. I didn't have any more kids, so
So
I'm
would
like,
you be open? Would you be open to if you had an opportunity to meet the
I think
mothers
I have watermelon at the
to,
house.
to
definitely,
have that
definitely.
relationship with them?
Well, I'm right
Okay.
here. I told you I just got all these goddamn kids. And my
I
kids,
I
they're
bring him
fine.
to you.
They cool
He
as
can,
hell.
Yeah,
They get
like
along with different people. They hang out with
date or
different
something
all
like
kind of
that.
races and all kind of shit.
Yeah.
These kids don't think like they don't know the shit
Hold
we
on.
know. They don't think that there's racism going on so much in the world when but we know that. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So
Come on.
bring his
I
little
got
ass over.
Yeah.
I'm barbecuing Saturday.
real
Come
quick.
over and hang out. Shit.
Yeah,
Check
for
that.
sure. I can do that. I mean, he had the man that I was with for 10 plus years. He had 4 kids, and then he had other kids that he did get a chance to grow up with. So he had a little taste of what siblings was like. And they're still close to this day, which is good. But again, they were mostly girls.
How old is
So
he?
my son's 18.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
You can
So
bring him over. I can beat him for you. I can talk to him. He gonna get treated like one of my kids. Now, one thing, and let me just make this clear. As much as I say fuck these kids, I love my kids. And I
Yeah.
pulls up for my
right,
motherfucking kids.
She
I
does.
you
will
She
can't
does.
expect
nigga,
them kids to be gone.
nigga, I fight
Yeah,
for
yeah,
mine. No questions asked. My kids can't call me and tell me
Mhm.
somebody did anything to them. Cause nigga, it's on and
Yeah.
popping, cause them is my babies. Your
Mhm.
kid can be treated just like my motherfucking kid. I will love him and kick his ass at the same motherfucking time. I'm just saying.
I love
I
it.
don't even know why these other kids love
She
me so
will.
much.
Ditto.
I don't even know why they
That's
like
true.
me, but
She
they do.
will. She
I
will.
need mom.
We'll talk.
Yes, I love it. I
I'm
would
here
love
to
it.
support you.
Yes, we have to stick together because we got to raise. It takes a village.
I'm willing to
We
take
can't
all
do
the
it by
support that
ourselves.
I could get. Like I fight with my
Hey,
kids
I got
by
something to
myself.
say
KD,
real quick.
shut up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Trace.
I
Go
said,
ahead.
KD,
All
shut up.
right.
Katana started laughing.
So
I didn't even say nothing.
yeah, it definitely takes a village. That saying that saying is not taken seriously as it should be. Um,
Hmm.
I do my best. I try to you know put myself out there. But it's hard for me. It's hard for me to raise daughters. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I've seen it done, but I have no idea of what's going on.
None of us do.
Like,
Period.
like,
Boys and girls. We don't
Right.
have no
We
clue.
just do it.
We just do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I tell you
well,
all the time,
I feel like
the best
my
thing you
kids
can
need a
do
male
is make mistakes
boy, but
because
I'm
what
doing
do you want?
it. Yeah, just like you gonna do it. Like it
Yeah, because
done.
at the end of the day,
I need
just like
ice for my face.
like our
What do you
parents didn't
need?
know what the hell they were doing with us either, and that's partially why a lot of us is all messed up. But even though we don't have no clue what we're doing, but you
Right.
keep pushing,
What
you
is?
keep
It does
doing
take
it, and you learn
wisdom.
from your mistakes. You keep moving forward no matter what. And you the biggest thing you can do is love them and support them. Let them know that you're there. But you also
I,
have to
I
put your foot
just
in
I
their ass when
just
you get out of line.
I know the
Mhm.
mistakes. I know the mistakes that have been made. Like, so all the mistakes that have been made, we all know. So when now my kids' development, they should. Oh, baby, you smushing the bread. You just smushed all the bread. Look,
Oh no.
bread is gone.
Ready to
Um,
go.
My
I
R.I.P. to the
I know my parents. I know my mom didn't know much, but I know it now. So I'm gonna utilize what I know now to try to teach my daughters. You know what I mean?
right.
Um,
You're good at
That's all
asking
you can
questions
do.
too, though. Like you're really good at asking questions, and it's okay to ask questions. It's okay not to know. Even after having a 25-year-old daughter, I still sometimes don't know. I'm confused about life right now and these fucking kids. And I got grown kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It be like that, and that's okay. It's what you do with it that determines the outcome, I guess. Because I'm struggling right now with behavior issues from kids that are honor roll students and have jobs and
Right.
are an asset in this community. Like, my kids
Right.
have these names that stand out. Everybody knows my fucking kids. They don't be knowing people, but they know them. And I'm like, all these people that know y'all, y'all have to set a better example because these people know y'all. Y'all are
Right.
showing my my kids watched so many friends die in these last couple of years during the pandemic. And I mean close
Yep.
friends. Friends that
Yep.
come and spend a night. I done watch my baby wake up out of her sleep crying. I done had kids. These little fuckers are an emotional wreck. Therapy is
Exactly.
important.
Right. That's why I was like, how can we support them as a community so that we can build them up because they are literally losing their minds and it's very relevant.
Well,
It's,
I can
we can
answer that. I can answer that question. The thing is, we also got to support the people who are giving
This
resources to our children, like the Struggle of Love and other organizations. We got to make sure that we support them as well. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree.
so they can continue to do the work at risk youth. Go ahead,
okay,
Amberly. You had something to say.
but
What'd you say?
they have to be able to hold the ball and carry that motherfucker too, because I know I deal with them. So
Yeah.
I also know that, you know what I'm saying, they have to be able, if they're gonna do it, they have to do it. I tell them all the time, if you're in for the win, then let's win it. Because we can win it. But everybody gotta wanna win it. You can't just do it on your own time. Go ahead. And when you want to and this and that, if we gonna do it, y'all, we might as well just do it. It's
Yeah,
important to do it. At the end of the day, it's important to
I
get it
agree.
done. It's
And
important that
we
I
we
got to
become
agree.
lead
a
by
village.
example.
Because
We
if
got to
we
lead
don't,
by
Yeah.
example too.
I mean, yeah, but no, no, no. Yeah, you have to lead by example, but look, y'all see this?
Yeah.
There's 8 kids I gotta deal with. Lead by example my motherfucking ass, cause I
Right.
We all human. We all human. But there's people like Struggle of Love, Compound of Compassion. There's my organization, CNI Voice. We service homeless.
I can't hear you, Amberly.
This
Is it my
youth
phone?
Say
that is
that
out
again,
their
Amberly.
parents homeless. We pull up for victims of police brutality. So there's a lot of organizations in Denver in the metro area that we could collaborate. We could start a group our own self. I know Safe Zones
I'm
is
down.
the start. They are always
I'm
looking
down.
for coordinators. I don't think there's one in Mount Bello right now. I think the only one in Park Hill is Jason.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Struggle of
down.
Love have to actually like travel out there to do mentorship because I actually went out there with one of the organizations, the founder of the organization. And guys, if y'all not too familiar with what we talking about, we talking about this right here. We talking about these damn kids. Okay, this is what it look like. Okay, y'all see the these damn kids and why we love them. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Y'all see it, and he even says, "Why, mom? Why?" You know what I'm saying? Badass kids.
Yeah, he needs to be choked, throat check real quick.
that
All the way. He
that's
looked like it, don't he?
Yeah, he do. He look
right. Look at him.
disrespectful.
Look at him. Like
He
why?
look like he need to get pushed
Why?
down on the ground.
Why, mama? Why we gotta? Why? You know. Here's
For
the thing.
real.
Cause you don't listen. Cause you don't want to learn nothing. That's
Right.
why.
Right. So I think my
Get a little bag. I'm about to get some.
opinion
Oh,
where we can do better at as far as supporting these kids. Well, first of all, we have to set. It's important that we set boundaries. We have to be open enough for our kids for
That's okay. I'm on this podcast, so. Oh, I know that's right.
so it's important for us to have a foundation to where that the kids can come to us about stuff, but we also got to make it very we not fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? We don't want it to make it open enough to where that they can disrespect us. We have to get open enough to where that they can come to us, filter us the information, and let us know what's going on, and then kind of go on from there. we have to make sure to do that. So we have to. I tell my son I'm your everything. I'm not your friend. I'm not your damn friend. Don't have any plans on being friends with a goddamn 11-year-old. So
Right.
uh but I want to make it open enough to where that he can come to me and express how he feels as well. You don't want to be so strict to where you shut him out. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to have dialogue, to have honest conversation. Um, I think to a degree we can expose them to a little bit of stuff because we're teaching at the same time. Like, okay, this is this, but I want reason why I'm exposing this to you so you don't do this and so you don't go down this road.
You gotta
So um so any more on this subject, Ebony? Did you
No,
need
my I had went inside for a second to see what was going on. So,
to...
no, I don't think so. I kind of just threw that one out there. But I mean, I think it's important
No
that
question about it.
we we
I
we we gotta help these kids with their emotional health. You know, mental health is huge, and we don't have
agree.
enough therapists, we don't have enough counselors, we don't have enough people in the mental health realm to be able to really support these kids. So we have to stand up against it, and we have to do it ourselves as parents, as uncles, as aunts. We have to support these kids because society is literally, they have been out to get us since the beginning of time, and they are not going to stop. So we have
I
to
agree.
stand up, and we have to put our egos to the side and stop with all this hot girl, hot boy bullshit, and like be real examples to our children and support them through this transition of life. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Amberly, do you have any more on this subject? You were actually speaking.
Yes. So I wanted to take this opportunity to use this time to announce one of the cases that I'm taking on. I
Okay.
advocate for juvenile lifers and people who are on death row. And a lot of people don't get that because I've had multiple people murdered in my family. But I know that there's no rehabilitation in a life sentence, and I know that there's no going back from a death sentence. And I know that we execute 1 in 10 people that are innocent. And today I am taking on the case of the young man who killed my brother. My brother was killed 13 years ago, the same year that my husband passed away, and the same year that my mother was murdered. And it was really hard for me to get past that. It took me a couple years to be able to say okay. Multiple people came to me about this young man from all different walks of life, from different gangs, from middle class to in the county jail. Like they all were just wanting to help this.
Mine don't roll down.
I really felt like it was God bringing him to me. But I can't ask others
Okay.
to forgive who have hurt their loved ones if I can't do the same. And I know that there is no rehabilitation in incarcerating a child
Mm-hmm.
for forever. There just isn't.
Right.
And I want to take that time today to announce that case and get everybody to go to my page. I'm going to have some commentary about it on there and some more information. And I just want y'all to ask yourselves, would you be able to forgive the person that took your most favorite person in the world from you? Because sometimes whenever we judge, the world has a funny way of making us go through that ourselves. And that was the case for me. And
I mean,
that's
in all
That's
honesty,
what I want.
in all honesty, like
You have to though.
you, it's
You
a
have
good
to,
always forgive,
but don't
but
forget.
it
Right.
and I can forgive because God lives in me. I don't give a fuck how I act. God, I know who God is, okay? And that's
Yeah.
the only person that got me for real, okay? And that's mentally and everything. So when you say it's like Damn, one of my friends just lost two of her kids, not even a year apart, teenagers. Could I forgive the person that did it if I was her? I forgive you, but you can't come stand in my face. You can't, don't speak to
Took
me.
13 years.
Don't motherfucking be in my, I don't give a fuck how long it's been. I feel
Right. It can
like
just
my
don't
mom,
go for life because that pain lasts forever.
yeah, my, I feel like my mom is responsible for my dad's death. No, he wasn't a kid, but I feel like that. And my dad's
Mm.
been gone for years. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't disrespect my mom or nothing. But at the end of the day, that's my daddy. And it's her fault.
See, my platform is juvenile lifers, and I go around the world speaking about why people should forgive others and help me get these people free. And I've been holding this grudge and this burden for so
It
many
makes
years.
sense because
But
some
my
people
sister
do,
was murdered in Colorado Springs last year, and that really resonated with me because all my people are gone. And God just kept pulling me, and when God says move, you move. So
right?
that's where I am.
But how
I'm
about the people, how about
Mm.
out here killing people for no reason? Like y'all literally are killing over a girl where
And that's
she
what
ain't
happened
even,
with my brother. He was killed over some gang stuff, over some words, for nothing, for no reason.
yeah.
you
These
But
stepping
kids
on
he
don't,
was
people.
by a child, by a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old child. So I feel like in some parts, society has to have some bearings on that responsibility, right? If kids are out there killing kids.
Yeah,
Right.
how do you let that
I don't understand how parents don't even know that their kids is just packing like that. Like how you don't know your kids got a whole arsenal of guns in their room. Like
because
what are you doing?
because they don't give a damn, or it's just they're in. So
Well,
some
well, the
parents just
thing,
be so in tune when they own damn lives and forget that they have kids and responsibilities and
y'all?
accountability.
I go through my kids'
That's
rooms.
so
I be
fucked up.
tearing their rooms up and shit.
Right.
Don't be looking
All
at my
Yeah,
day.
face,
she
y'all.
do. She do.
All day.
Man,
She
I be
do.
going under mattresses and all kind of stuff.
when
And
She
then
a
you
when I
whole
ask
correctional
about
officer.
emotional communication, I was like, have y'all gone through your kids' phones lately? Because I was so crushed when I seen how my son was talking to little girls. Now, this is my second oldest. I was
Okay.
like, oh my God, you're just like your fucking dad. Like, why do that? Like, talk to the girl to get to the
if
other
they
friend.
ever
And I'm
snow,
like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, no.
yeah,
Yeah, we got nicked that in the butt, and I think they're just at a stage to where they're at a rebellious stage. They're trying to figure out themselves, and that extra what's that called? Starts with a T. What's what I'm talking about, Ebony? What to testosterone? Did I
yeah,
say that
that's
right?
my plants that feel.
Yeah, I mean, in
Did I say
boys,
that
yeah,
right?
testosterone. Once
Yeah,
that
and
shit,
boy, I'm in boys, and boys. I'm
it
just
gets
saying that
serious.
that rebellion, and right now, I wish my son would try me. I'd knock his ass out. I love him to death, but don't do it. Don't do it. It
Yep,
ain't gonna end up for you.
I
Give
get
them
And
like
all
a
my kids'
unrealistic sense of
boyfriends and
reality.
girlfriends, and I let them know at the end of
yeah,
the
I
day,
don't do that.
do not let him disrespect you, and you are not to disrespect her
Right.
because nobody wants to be dealing with that dumb shit. Period.
Yeah, so that's how I felt. And he thought I was going overboard. And I'm like, bruh, I'm not
No,
raising
Right.
boys. It's not going to happen. Like, no, we respect women over here.
I do want to say
No,
something to you though, Amberly, about
no.
what you was mentioning about
Yeah,
forgiveness.
and that's
Uh,
important.
can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Amberly, I just wanted to briefly say something about the forgiveness. For one, I am so sorry that you've even had to go through that. Nobody deserves that kind of grief and that kind of pain.
amen.
And I pray that you are
Right,
able to move
right,
forward with your life.
right.
But in the end of the day, like forgiveness is one of the hardest things to do, especially when somebody maliciously does some shit, takes somebody from you for some dumb shit. But at the end of the day, you have to do it. You have to forgive for yourself. You don't have to forget anything, but you
Yeah, but
have to forgive because you cannot allow anybody to respect for free in your mind and in your heart and in your soul, because it's going to destroy you in the end of the day. So
Right.
you don't forget at all. You keep it right there, and you don't have to deal with them people at all. But that doesn't mean you have to get revenge to feel better, because that's not going to make you feel better either. Just stay away from those people, but you have to forgive them for whatever they was going on their minds, so that you can have peace. Because until you
Right.
do, you will not have peace, and it will eat you alive.
And forgiveness is you got to do that for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
For
Forgiveness
yourself,
is for you to
period.
be free. For you to
Yeah,
be free of the imprisonment of maybe the dislike or hatred that you have for them. And I don't think you have any. But I think that's but forgiveness is incredibly important, and I think we should do a show on that too, as far as forgiveness.
And it's harder
Uh,
to forgive. It's hard to forgive.
it
it
really is.
is.
It's one of the
It's
hardest things
hard.
to
It's
do.
something you got to work at, and you got to work at it with God.
And it takes time. It takes time. But grief is, I mean, it's lifelong, especially in
Yep.
those kind of situations. So the pain is not going to go away, unfortunately, but it
Right,
doesn't mean that
right.
you can't move forward. But one of the first steps of moving forward to healing yourself from the trauma, from the grief, is to forgive, to say, you know what, I forgive you for your mistakes. I don't
Yeah.
understand it. I don't care to understand it. But in the end of the day, I'm going to forgive you, because you're not going to live rent free in my soul and hold me
Mm.
back from my greatness. There ain't no
Hey,
way.
I
For what?
feel that.
Tell
I
it,
feel that
girl. Preach
wholeheartedly.
it,
Purpose,
girl.
yeah.
That's right.
You're right. It's true.
That's all I wanted to tell you. But I mean, it's shit. It's hard. It's hard. And there's
But
no time limit on it.
but that's
And
where
your feelings,
we
yeah, your feelings are legit. Definitely
There's
legit.
no time limit. There's no rush on it, but it's your journey. But you have to walk that by yourself, unfortunately.
Well,
Oh,
well, while we're talking about it, go ahead and
got some damn weed.
that's
They know
my
what I'm
sister
talking
who was
about. Shut up.
up here. So,
She got some damn weed.
let me
wow.
tell
Uh,
you, Pastor.
Shut up. Y'all know it's been all day. What is
oh
that?
wow.
Oh
So we're
God,
still
you ain't got
talking.
no more of that. What was that last shit you had?
I got some, but it's in Steph's car, so I had to go run to the dispensary and get some because I'm
Oh,
tripping without
right.
it. You want to come
Uh,
get me?
I'm the only one
Yeah.
that don't smoke weed on the panel. Ain't it?
Okay, your fault. You don't do
Okay,
that.
Ah,
so
You
you're a
don't
I,
hater.
do
You
it.
I
need to
You don't
join the
smoke
do
group.
weed.
Sorry, buddy.
nothing.
I'm the
I
only one that
smoke
don't.
weed occasionally. I used to be like a very heavy smoker, like in high school and my earlier adulthood years. I only smoke. It's
Well,
like
yeah, you was
occasional.
a thug in high school. You
Yeah.
I just started
you
smoking
was a
recently.
Ebony, you was a
Hey.
thug in high school.
I was.
You a damn lie.
I had to grow the fuck up.
I'm a lie. I did not smoke that heavy. I didn't start smoking until I got pregnant with Zerai, and then just like over the last
Yeah, I know
2
the
years, I
cannabis
started
first.
smoking like
I was
all
smoking
day.
first.
What
I'm in
happened?
whole agreement.
I'm like, I feel
How
how I
old is
feel
Zariah?
about if
You
you
act
ain't
like
drinking
Zariah
pot
2 years
or you
old.
ain't smoking weed, what are you doing with your life? You
Right.
need to
What
get
are you
some
doing if you
caffeine
got
and some
kids?
weed.
So
Because it's
that's a
stressful
question.
out here in the streets.
Since we all have kids, when y'all smoke y'all weed, what does it do for you when you dealing with your kids?
I'm
It
calm.
relaxes you. It keeps you from choking the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord,
I
Lord
agree.
Jesus.
It's true. It's very true.
And I'm telling
It
you,
is
it
it
keeps
is
you
an
in a
anger
calmer
suppressant.
place.
Right, because Mike used to be like, "Why
Yeah.
you smoke so much? You can stop
We
smoking
are
all that
420
weed."
friendly here, guys.
Now I
Um,
understand.
We got to get Kip high. We got to get
so
him
I
high.
so we're gonna switch into our next subject. I got a subject, and the
What's that?
subject is
Help.
everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
subject is, what is the proper age for you to allow your son or your daughter to date? And I'll start with Ebony.
Damn it. You always want to start with
good. Can
me.
I start
Oh.
that? I just
Okay. I would say, for one,
yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
need to
put a
know.
particular age on it. I think it comes down to emotional maturity of the child, for one. And if they
Okay.
actually completely can compartmentalize and understand
So,
what an actual relationship and dating is, but also if I was to put an
so
age on, I would
what is the age?
I would say like 15, 16.
Okay. All right.
My kid says he's
Mike, what's the
going
age?
Aaron,
I mean, kids
what
are
is
gonna
your
have girlfriends and boyfriends earlier than that. They don't shit, just running after the title. They don't have no
Oh, I
clue.
know that. Well, yeah, of course, yeah. I'm just
But I
saying
mean,
as
to
far
the
as what
point
is
with
the as
my
far as
son,
allowing them to go
I
to
would say
movies
15,
together
16.
or
You want what about
Yeah,
Papa? You know you got to work for a
15,
Papa. What's
16.
the, I don't even got no
I would
trash
go with
to
more
take
the
out a day. You know,
15
you get what?
over the
I
hold on,
got to
16
everybody. Whoa,
because
whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
think
whoa,
that
whoa,
they're
whoa. Everybody talking. Wait. Okay, Amber Lee, go ahead with your comment.
so I started for a little bit in the cup for you. Nicholas wants to cut off.
So, what'd you say, Amber Lee? Go ahead with your comment. Amber Lee, can you hear me?
Okay,
I
we
think you
lost
cut
her.
off.
All right.
So Ebony, go ahead and finish.
Ebony, go ahead.
I was just gonna say like 15. I just think 15, 16 is a good age to when they are allowed to start actually going on dates. I mean,
So,
they're gonna
let
date
me
Can
ask
I
you
early.
another
They're
question,
gonna have
can I
Ebony.
tell
boyfriends and
y'all
girlfriends.
something?
Let me ask you another question,
Hold on,
Ebony.
Mike.
Is that with dates by themselves, like, or do you chaperone?
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
let them
There
go
you
by
go.
themselves.
That's when you start teaching them.
Okay.
That's when you
I
start
was just
teaching them
wondering. I
how to
was
date.
just
I mean, if you're gonna let them go on a date before then yeah, I would chaperone. But I think 15, 16 is a good age to let them start. You know, they can go to the movies or the mall or something by themselves. You don't have to be all up under them. That's weird.
I'm gonna be a
okay.
weirdo because I'm gonna
All
be
right.
like,
I mean, you can still
I'm
stalk
the,
them in the
I'm
background,
that,
Mike
as
I'm
gonna
you
be
that,
a
know.
I'm
weirdo.
that
Y'all listen
dad.
to this.
A
I'm
Y'all
that
whole
listen to
dad
this real
that's
weirdo.
quick.
like,
Y'all listen
Mike
to
gonna
this
be
real
a
quick.
whole
Listen.
weirdo.
Everybody listen to this real quick. Listen.
Bro. Bro, I'm finna beat y'all niggas up, bro.
See, this is what I gotta go through. Listen. Listen. Just
Look, now
listen.
I don't feel bad
Listen
because
real
my
quick.
wife was just
Listen.
muted.
Listen.
I'm like, damn.
What happened?
Bro, they deleted my game.
Oh, Lord.
He don't even play the game.
All hell break loose.
Lord Jesus. Uh
This
Tell
what
them
I
you
be
can have
talking
my
about,
kids.
y'all.
They game all
huh.
day.
I
You
know.
can show them how to
I
get
know.
paid. Game
Bro,
too.
stop smiling, nigga. Nobody's joking.
Okay. So, Amber Lee, can you hear? Okay.
Yes.
What
What
the
you
Amber
say?
hell is
Lee,
this?
can you hear me?
I can hear you a little
Okay.
bit.
So
Say
my
it again.
question for you is, what is the proper dating age? What is the proper dating age uh, that you allow your son or your daughter to as far as dating?
So, like going somewhere or
To the
something like,
movie,
uh,
I don't know, bowling alley. What is
so like to go.
what is the official age do you think age appropriate for you to date?
So, my kids apparently have been
Yeah,
like
like
talking.
to a movie.
Right. So like my kids apparently have been like talking on the phone to girls for a long time that I didn't even know about. So I guess I was lacking on that part.
Yeah, that
But
happens. That
to
happens.
go somewhere, I'm not with that till like 15 or 16. But my kid is a whole rapper that performs in adult clubs Thursday through Sunday. I mean, he has grown ass women. I'd be like, my son just told you on stage he's 13, y'all. And you talking about women? Like he's 13, right? And he'll be like, well, I'm 18. No, ma'am. No. So
Ain't that what your nephew just told you, Katie?
what he say?
Huh?
Ain't that what your nephew just told you the other day when we was taking prom pictures? He need him a grown woman.
You better push his
That's how they
little
do.
Yeah. Yeah, he need him a grown woman. I said, no, the hell he don't. No, he don't. His ass ain't grown. What the hell?
Yeah,
No.
see, my
He need
12-year-old is talking to a 16-year-old right now. And I'm like, what the hell is it? What is that?
What did you say?
My 12-year-old is talking to a 16-year-old right now. And when he be on the
Uh-uh.
phone with her, like, you know he still pisses on the toilet, right? 'Cause I don't ideology. What if you like them girls are, and it's a shame that my kids 12 and 13 already gotta watch out. You know,
No.
why else with a 16-year-old? So
Yeah, because he's still in middle school, right?
he's still in middle school and she in high
Oh
school.
hell to the no. Little
She's
girl,
not
if you don't give a fuck
embarrassed.
about
But see, these kids are so these are like
16 years old and he 12. Hell
they live
no.
in a whole different
No,
space. They
no,
don't
At
even live
16,
no,
I did not want no
no,
12-year-old fucking.
Yeah, but I be busting his ass out whenever I catch him
no,
and
hell
running on
no.
the phone.
Look, you
I'll
got me
tell him
fucked
you
up in the
pissed on the
game.
toilet and shit.
Nope. Little girl, if you don't go to fuck on some damn where,
And you know what?
if you don't go fuck on where,
Still trying to some old fat white man on the other end and shit. So
no.
yeah. So like social media has totally like
Yeah,
and just like
you can't not over here.
when I saw my other
All
son
right.
talking the way he was to that little girl, I'm like, where did you see that shit at? Like, hell. And social media, it glorifies that shit. Yeah.
Right. All right, so
Okay,
we
Mike.
gonna go on with Trace. Go ahead, Trace.
I say 17,
What is
16,
the
17.
proper dating age for
He got
your daughters to date?
Me personally, I'd say 16, 17. You know,
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it, but because I'm not ready for none of that. I only got two of them, and I don't know if I'm not gonna be very
You are gonna be an asshole
not
to them, to
Yeah,
her.
he
there.
is.
I'm
Nobody's
I'm gonna
gonna
be an
like me
asshole right
anymore.
with him. I'm gonna be an
You
asshole
got
right
that
with you, Mike. I got your
one
back.
girl.
I got your back, Mike,
Dude, too.
with a shotgun and everything. No,
No,
man.
I'm like, you got
Okay.
girls. That's why you went up on age. What if it
Um,
was okay? So like, Torian, like, what if you had boys? Like, would you change the age that you would be okay with it?
No.
Grace, that's a question for you.
I'm sorry, I did call your government. I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay, I can answer for him.
Grace.
No, it will be the same. He's gonna work with them the same. He's gonna be a little tougher on them girls, but them boys are gonna have the same rules as them girls have. Period.
Understood.
So the thing I feel like actually you go, Love Bug. What is the appropriate age
Mine
dating?
has always been 16. I've always told all my kids you are allowed to date or have a boyfriend when you're 16. I have this 4-year-old sucker right here looking at me. And he told me I couldn't take him for ice cream because he had a girl in his classroom that was his girlfriend and she wouldn't like it.
What?
So
No, he didn't.
I dumped his motherfucking ass.
Oh
Crazy
boy.
the ages of these kids and what they
Right.
think is supposed
Yeah.
to be going on. But I say 16. At 16, you can start dating, get your nails done, all that shit at 16. But before that, just
Amer-
stay a kid. Be a kid. Enjoy your
Yeah.
kid life.
Love Bug. Love Bug.
What do you
American Amy
know
said
what?
no. As far as the ice cream thing, no.
Oh. Yes, he said,
I know American Amy.
you can't take me out because Delaney's gonna get mad. And I met
I don't give a
Delaney's mom
damn.
last week. I said, what your daughter done did to my son where I can't take my baby to date?
See,
Lord,
you
I
gonna have
can
to get used to it too. You got all them boys, you gonna have to get used to it.
I
You gonna
mean,
have to let them go.
15, you can date. 16, have your fun. But
yeah.
respect these little heifers. And if these little
I think
heifers get out of
16.
pocket,
Okay, so
leave them alone.
here's
Right.
here's my opinion on it. I think, well, obviously I agree with Love Bug. I think the appropriate age is 16, but this is what I would do because I'm like, so I would chaperone for not the whole date, but the beginning of the date because I would want to meet the parents. I think,
He still want to
just to
chaperone
have a
me, y'all, and I'm
conversation.
grown.
Like for that's true. That's true. You ain't got. You're right.
Brother, no.
But the thing, I'm on protective. I can't help it. The thing is, I would want to meet, like if they were going to the movies, right, or a bowling alley or something like that. Me and the parents would meet up and be like, "Hey, my name is, Mr. Dutch, your name, nice to meet you," or whatever. And then we would let them go to the movies by themselves, and then we would pick them up once they're finished. I think that'll be I think that's the proper way to do it for me. Just so that we have a clear understanding that his he does have a daddy and he does have a functioning mother, and that we do care. We did raise him up to be a gentleman when it comes to the ladies and stuff like that. And and it'd be good to meet the parents too. You know what I'm saying? But I think I would do that for the first initial date. Especially if I'm most likely gonna have to be paying for this goddamn date. So, just saying, it's gonna come.
Caden don't have his own money. You ain't gotta pay
Right.
for
That's what
nothing.
I'm like.
He got his own bread.
Got his own money. I can work for that. I was like, I'm not gonna pay for everything. I know that you're supposed to be the provider of the date and all that, but you're gonna have to pay for that.
Okay. All right.
Right.
He is
Look.
DJing. Yeah, you're right. He is DJing. That's right. He can spend his own. You're right. My bad. You're right.
Yeah. He's gonna be on watch.
Yeah, for real. Like, work for that.
Trying to go.
You gonna cut the grass? You gonna do something? You gonna get your own money and you gonna spend your money. You're not gonna spend mine. Shit, pay my date.
Right. I'll provide for you.
American Amy.
I'll take you. Shit, that's it. I'll take
American
y'all.
Amy. Hold on, guys. American Amy, you can email me at k.copwatch@gmail.com. Okay.
All you did was say I don't.
k.copwatch@gmail.com.
I can't say that.
Your mom should have been beating your ass a long time ago.
But yeah, that's why I would no problem, American Amy. Thank you for being here. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna say on that particular part as far as so I think that's a good one. All right, Trace, I'm sorry, Lubba, I'm sorry, you're supposed to choose.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, what's the question?
What?
No, you're the what's the subject? What's the next subject matter?
Ah, damn. Okay.
I know, right?
Put you on the spot.
Right. I'm doing 5 things at one time.
That's all right. You can do 6.
Right. I have. Okay, I'm gonna get personal. I'm gonna get personal with myself real quick. I don't want my experiences without a father, and it's not just being without a dad. I'll just say, hey, my childhood experiences do not seep into my kids' childhood experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what up, bro? I don't know. I would just say sex. Let's say sex for kids. They come to you and say, "Hey, I wanna, I'm dating, but they wanna have sex. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?"
So are you asking?
Or if they've had sex already, they want to talk to you about it. They want to come to you about their very first sexual experience. Like I don't know. Like I guess that's a good one.
That they already had sex.
I mean, either way, like just the experience. Period.
All right.
So and this is All right. So are you asking if they
Talk to
already
them if they come to
you about it, and
Yeah, what
how
is the
should we
approach
respond
as
to
the
it? Is
parent?
that where?
As the parent,
talk to your kids
approach
about sex if they approach you about it. That's what he's saying.
teenagers because they're gonna
Oh,
learn
okay,
about
okay.
it a lot earlier
Well,
than what.
depending on the age is how I'm gonna respond.
Right,
uh,
right.
if he's
I
16
disagree.
or whatever, something like that, I'm not gonna be. Uh,
It
but
depends on the age.
if he did it, but if he was educated enough to where that he wore a condom, I'm at least be somewhat a little bit like, okay, well, at least he was safe doing it. I mean, the deed was already done, right? But I am gonna let him know that that he should have came to me about this first before he made that executive decision, and so we can talk about the pros and the cons
Right,
of having sex at a young age. Um,
right.
Yeah.
but if he already did it, then I'm a
What about teaching them
ask,
that
ask the
sex
question
is
if he uh if he at least protected himself and protected her, and so that's I guess
you know?
that's
Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
Okay.
You say you can.
Go ahead, Katie.
yeah.
Go ahead,
So
Katie. Finish.
okay, so that's my response to that on that particular situation. But the I would yeah, my first response would be I'm not going to be too happy, but I'm at least be happy enough that he came to me about it anyway, and I'm gonna be happy that he at least used protection. So, and does he have any questions?
Right.
So,
Okay. So that leaves me. I don't know. I just be like, I know when my kids is fucking, when they started fucking and everything, I'll be like, and I ask them, nigga, you fucking? I don't,
You know,
because I didn't
it's
have,
attitude
yeah,
stuff.
because nobody set me down and had no talks with me or nothing. So it was more so I put condoms in my kids' stockings for Christmas. The 15-year-old, he gets condoms. The 18-year-old, he gets condoms. The fucking 20-year-old, she gets condoms. They all get condoms in their stockings every year because, well, this year was the first year for the 15-year-old,
Girls, don't
but
be in the water. Yeah,
they have, they already know what's up.
maybe
You know
we'll
what I'm
come out in
saying?
a minute. Is it cold,
Look,
huh? Come on. See,
I
you
be
took
telling
your
these
jacket
girls
off.
when they bring these girls to meet me, don't be feeling his dick is his. Leave his shit alone. You don't want no babies because I'm not taking care of nobody else's motherfucking kids. I let that be clear off top to him and her. And I set an example with that oldest one. Y'all got me fucked up. These is not my
yeah,
kids. I will not be taking care of them. My grandma used to tell me, you make them, you rock them. You have these little motherfuckers, you gonna rock these motherfuckers. So the decision is yours at the end of the day. I feel like me giving them condoms, yes, it says go do what it do, but it also says put it on.
Protect
You have
yourself.
something, yeah, you have something to protect yourself. I said, what? You want your dick dripping? Like, this is how I talk to my kids personally. That's just our relationship. Because if I come and say, oh, your little wee hurt, they're, oh, bitch, what's wrong with you? No, if your dick is leaking, nigga, you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's something you're gonna have to come. You're gonna be embarrassed to have to come to your mom and say, it burns when I pee, because I've gave you and talked to you about how to protect yourself, and I've told you don't be fucking on these little nasty ass girls, because if they're fucking on you, best believe they're fucking on somebody else too. We just had I didn't go to the meeting. I missed this one, but these kids are out here having orgies. I haven't even got to have an orgy yet. What the fuck? Nigga! These kids are out here having whole fucking orgies.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even got to have a threesome, and y'all having orgies? That's not fair.
Right. Like, hey, like, where y'all meeting these
we're
people?
gonna edit
Shit.
that part. We're gonna edit that part. Road dog, we need to edit that part.
Shut up. We ain't editing nothing. That's for real. That's
It's
fucking
good.
for real.
It is. It's sad, but
These
yeah.
kids are
But
weird.
how they get to do all that, and we don't get to do it.
Right. That's
Fucking,
all I'm saying.
Like, they got some knowledge. We missing something, sure.
this is the
Man.
most informed
Damn.
generation ever.
And yeah,
Yes.
because you know,
Yes.
I took the 4-year-old to the doctor, and do you know they asked him how he identifies himself?
I mean, I'm not gonna throw no shade to the LGBTQ community,
None at
but
all. Oh, none at all.
I feel like
But
they start.
my
do.
son
Yeah.
told her at 4,
Yeah.
I have a dick. I'm a boy. I'm a boy. I have a
That's what
whole
they
dick.
started this shit. I'm like, I'm not trying to throw no shade to nobody. I have nothing against none of y'all in that community, but the movement itself started this because you guys felt the need to over sexualize, like to put it out in the
Yep.
open that your
Uh,
sexuality was so fucking important to everybody else. You know what I'm
That
saying?
y'all showing these
instead
kids
of just
that
being
that's
yourself,
okay.
ain't nobody worried about that shit, man.
Right.
Like,
Preference, we don't care. But you don't need to be pushing the agenda on these children and having them confused, coming home talking about, oh, well, am I supposed to have a vagina or a penis? Like, what do you
But
mean?
exactly. That's
y'all
weird.
know,
Like,
so I got at the middle school that my kids go to, their principal, one of their principals is gay. At the ECE school that my son goes to, the principal's gay. So I got in trouble because one year everybody decided to dress up with tutus.
Oh,
And I wouldn't cut
oh
it
man.
off. We don't tutu in front of my fucking sons that I'm trying to raise to be men.
right. It's just, oh, goddamn.
So yeah, I cut it off. And I
Yeah,
got
we
kicked out the school. They called the police talking about assault. It's assault when my kid is seeing this man walk around like this. Are y'all telling them that it's okay for him to be that, but let him grow and learn himself.
right.
Don't put it in his face, because that's what's not okay.
That's what's
Right.
not okay.
For
I'm
y'all
like,
to just be everything on TV, it has
yeah.
to be a boy kissing a boy now, a girl kissing a girl. Why are we showing our kids this?
I'm
My
like, damn.
auntie been gay my whole life. Do you know I did not know my auntie? I didn't know Auntie Deb was gay. KD, Mike, I never knew she was gay.
You didn't know
My
that? I knew
girlfriend,
that.
I mean, nigga, we know now. I know now, but as a
I've been
kid,
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Been on
as
that.
a kid,
Yeah,
we
you
didn't
could
know Auntie
tell.
Deb was gay. Auntie Deb
Yeah.
was just Auntie Deb.
Yeah, no, we know that.
Auntie Mary was Auntie Mary. They had separate rooms, lived in the same house our whole lives, but we never seen them hugging and kissing and all that. We never
Right,
seen that.
right,
They never
right,
showed us that. We didn't learn that
right.
shit till we found dildos and shit. That's when we learned that shit. That's when we started asking questions and shit. But before that, we didn't know nothing. Now, my son got to go to the doctors and be like, I got a dick at the age
Yep,
of
because they
4.
ask, because they do ask, and
They do.
it's so crazy. It's on the paperwork in the doctor's office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at school too.
What do
When
you
you sign them up for
identify
school,
as?
they ask
A
how does
boy
your
or a
child
girl?
identify themselves?
That's
I'm like,
crazy. That is crazy.
you mean, how does he identify? He's
Yeah,
3
so on your paperwork, if y'all got to fill it out on your paperwork, put dick and pussy.
Right,
Because in
right. Because
reality,
like,
that's what we have. Everybody, see, this is where the problem came in at. And this is some real shit. And just hear me out. Because I know I'll be a little rude sometimes, but whatever. My daughter's goddad is gay. It is what it is. We give these winky names. Dude, your little winky. Oh, your little wee-wee. Oh, your little sugar ball. Oh, your little vagina. That's
Oh, you
where the
know what?
confusion comes in at.
We had Mr. Caden called Mr. Good.
what?
Tell Kaden to shut up. I'm gonna pop him in his mouth for that.
That's what he says, Mr. Good.
Where did he get that from?
That's what he said, Mr. Good. He said this is Mr. Good.
He don't know that it's good. He don't know shit about it. Tell that nigga he better be making sure he pulling his skin back to clean that motherfucker right.
He been saying that since he was 2. It's Mr. Good.
Hey, you know what mine is? Mr. Roger neighborhood.
I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to know.
Mr. Roger.
Bro. You don't want to know that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Roger. Yes, sir.
But okay, names like that are fine. Names like that are fine. But because of the kids that we're bringing up now, we can't say you got a wee wee or a vagina or no, nigga, you got a pussy and a dick
Yeah.
because you have
Or you
to
can just say
put it.
penis.
No, no, you
You
can't
can
say
change
penis.
it.
You
Say
can't
penis.
say
Why?
penis
Say
because
penis and vagina.
because this is where the confusion comes in. Fuck having a penis. Fuck having a vagina. Nigga, you have a whole dick and you have a whole pussy.
But wait,
Bottom line.
what? I'm confused. What? Wait, now I'm confused. Wait, you can't say penis? That's a penis.
No,
What is?
you can't call it a penis. Call it what it is.
Why?
You
It
have
is.
a dick. Do you have a penis, Katie?
I
You
have a
have a
penis.
penis? You have a penis?
What? What the fuck?
You
Wait,
have a
wait a
penis?
minute.
Katie,
Wait a
you have a
minute.
penis?
It's in the biology books and anatomy books.
Mike, do you have a penis?
I have Mr. Roger.
Okay.
Mr.
Oh Lord, I don't
Roger.
want to hear this shit.
What's the middle
I don't
name
want
to
to hear
Mr.
this
Rogers?
shit.
Because Dick should be the middle name to Mr. Rogers.
Roger.
You are a grown ass.
I'm
You
just
have a whole fucking dick. You have a whole dick. You don't
okay.
have a whole penis. You have a whole dick.
Okay.
And that's what these little
I
boys
didn't
need to
know.
know. Y'all have whole dicks out here. Dicks are for pussy,
Okay.
and pussy is for dicks. No offense to anybody. That's just how I want to raise my kids. Vaginas don't go with vaginas. See, vaginas? Vaginas for gay girls, bisexual girls. Vaginas don't go with vaginas. That's why you can't say, oh, my vagina want to meet your pussy. No, motherfucker. My vagina wants to meet your vagina because we're on a whole nother page. Pussy don't meet pussy. Vagina meets
Okay.
vagina. Penis meets penis. Not motherfucking dick don't meet penis.
Okay.
None of that shit. It's strictly dickly. Oh, yeah. Remember that saying? It's strictly dickly?
I still use it.
All right.
Dick and pussy go together like peanut butter and jelly and wheat bread because we black.
I know that's
All
right.
right.
I mean, I
I'm
think
sorry, y'all.
She said what she said, yeah.
It's everywhere. It's literally every fucking where. You can't watch TV. You can't. I'll be like, Kyrie, what are you watching on YouTube? He'd be like, it's for kids. I'll be looking at that shit like, nigga, no. It's
So,
not. They're kissing each other.
And I think they're gonna start putting that shit in Disney movies now. I heard.
They have.
I heard. Well,
the
yeah.
superheroes, like they didn't change the whole identity of the Eminem characters to fit the fucking narrative. And I'm like, it is not that damn serious. Well, I mean, you know, your sexual preference should literally be your business. It's not anybody else's.
Yeah.
And you sure don't need to be pushing that narrative on these children because they don't even know what it is.
Yeah, because they're taught to. They're less smarter than what you guys. No, we're not taking credit away from the kids at all. These kids are paying attention and they see what they see. But these are people that influence our kids.
Who's
you know
that?
what I'm saying? If you got these 20-year-olds and 15-year-olds out here watching YouTube and want to be all this extra shit that's on YouTube, these little kids are going through the same shit. It's in their face. This is what they're looking at. So this is what they're thinking is okay.
Even as parents, it's almost impossible as parents for us to even, we can block all we want to, but it's so much out there. It's in the cartoons, it's in the music, it's everywhere. It's at school.
At school. Yeah, you're right. It is at school.
For us to really stop that. So,
and we're talking about elementary school, like drag queens will literally read books to kids. I've seen it. They even done a news report on it. Like the shit's crazy. But look, I'm not knocking anybody who's LGBTQ. Live your life.
No, none of us are.
Yeah,
God bless you. But it's just that particular culture doesn't need to be forced down people's throats as far as when it comes to our children. That's all I'm saying. Let the kids be kids.
Is their sexual preference? I mean, not all of it, but a good portion of it about a sexual preference, and that's fine. If you prefer to have sex with the same sex, that is fine. I celebrate you. You can be liberated.
Not my business.
But it's none of my business. It's none of nobody else's business behind closed doors.
I low key not celebrating
Right.
that shit, y'all, but it's none of my business. Do your thing.
Like I'm not gonna go out into the public and scream out loud. Oh yeah, I like to get raw doggy style or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's what
I
you
be
know.
like, I be raw dogging dudes. I be raw dogging them. Take
I was
this.
about to say some real smart shit, and I'm so glad I got this blunt.
Take
But
this.
I wanted to actually
Next
comment on
subject.
the little
Sam.
talking to your kids about sex. So, like with my son, I'm talking to my son about sex at 5 years old, and let me tell you why. For one, I'm in the medical
I'm
field,
sorry. I'm sorry.
so what?
You said
Go
5
ahead,
years
Ebony.
old?
I'm listening.
Oh yeah, I started talking to my son at 5 years old, and this is why.
No, you're right.
It's young, believe me, but I was told by it was a black group that I was in at his school. They said, "Do not hold back from your kids. If once they come to you and they start asking questions, don't hold back. Answer them questions. You don't have to get into like specific details of things, but if they're asking questions, that means they've been seeing stuff, they've been hearing stuff, and it's better that you are honest with them from the gate so that they can get the
100.
correct information. You don't
100.
you
I
know what
agree.
I'm saying? So I started talking to him about that at 5. By the time he was 10, I was actually breaking down the anatomy because since they took sex education out of the schools, he came downstairs one day and I got a big TV in my living room. I was like, come here on downstairs, Davion. He's like, what's going on? He came down and seen a big vagina on the screen. And I said, let me educate you. Let me educate you on what the vagina is, what the parts of the vagina are.
This is the clitoris. No.
You know what I'm
But for
saying?
real though, my kids done seen me
Protect
have
yourself.
babies.
Everything. I started at a very young age, and I feel like because of me starting at a young age and being open and honest with him about things, he was more able to come to me and say, "Hey, mom, I'm thinking about having sex. And what do you?" I didn't tell him no, you don't need to be having sex. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point he was like 15, and I didn't say no. I don't think you can have sex because shit, I was fucking at 15. So I was just like, in the end of the day, you need to protect yourself and you need to be educated as to what you're doing. Don't do that shit in my house. But now that you're bringing it to my attention, let me make sure that you have condoms. Let me make sure that you're educated on birth control. Make sure that the girl that you're sleeping with is on her shit. Don't just accept the fact that she says, "Oh, I'm on birth control." No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Watch her take that shit. Help her take that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at all costs, protect yourself. Educate these kids about STDs, HIV, all this
Yeah.
shit. They need to know. Scare the shit out of their ass. I was sending them
Man,
pictures of like disease, like gonorrhea, vaginas, and penises, because I was like, your dick gonna fall off if you ain't careful. And I think that helped the whole transition with him to be able to say, okay, I can make a sound choice as to if I want to do it or if I don't. And if I do, at least I have the resources and the education about the whole act as a whole so I can make a sound decision. And I think that helped a whole lot. And so I bought him a box of condoms for his 15th birthday, a big box of
you did
Magnums.
great.
I didn't even know if he was in Magnum status, but I figured I
Wait,
set up a little bit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
nigga,
Like,
you ain't
wait.
a deep magnum,
You
yeah,
sir.
are
All
Here
getting
you
my
go.
all
you
mine
are
came
Cadillac
from
getting
and
his
Planned
car.
confidence
Parenthood.
up. Damn, mom, you got me a Magnum. Damn, that's
All
what's up.
mine came from Planned Parenthood.
Build my confidence.
Wait,
Thanks,
my
mom.
son said, "What am I gonna do with these?"
on her. You know what I'm saying? Let her show her what's up. But anyways, my whole thing is like, yes, like I think the best thing that parents can do, like there's not an age limit. Once they come to you and they start asking questions, girls or boys, answer those questions. Don't sugarcoat shit. Don't tell them, oh, a stork
Period.
brings babies and shit. No. Tell
Right.
them the raw dog truth. You don't have to get into details and talk about sexual positions and all this. No,
Right,
but you have to tell them the basics of the act, why people do it, where babies come from, how they're produced. They need to know that shit. at any age, because once they asking about it, that's because they're seeing and hearing it, and it's best to come from you than it is to come from them streets, because them streets is going to feed them
Or TikTok,
misinformation, right?
or Instagram, or Facebook.
Or Facebook, or Twitter, or
Yeah,
whatever, because the society is so overly sexualized, especially with kids and everything. Like
It is.
the best information can
But
always come from their parents, because those are the people that they trust.
right. Right.
agree,
So I'm like,
and this is why
I'll be talking to
so
his
to
ass.
have our
Shit.
young ladies act like ladies and not watch because a lot of these, the city girls and what's this other chick, Glorilla? She came with I guess
Glorilla.
the song called FNF. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus.
I don't even know that song.
Come on. What's this doing?
Oh, I'm
You,
girl. But
you know,
goddamn pregnant girl twerking in the car like
Hey, you know what?
hell no. I got it.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't as bad as Megan Thee Stallion's video, bro.
I agree.
It was ratchet
It
as
was
shit.
worse.
But Megan or Cardi B's videos, them videos is crazy.
Girl, Nicki Minaj,
Bro, it was worse. Bro, when you have a pregnant girl twerking on the car,
I seen her pregnant ass over there.
Whose video was
Come on
that?
now. I'm gonna need you.
Bro, you gotta see it.
You haven't seen the video?
Can you play it? Play it.
Y'all, I don't even watch videos. I be telling y'all, man.
I'm gonna get straight. I'm gonna get straight if I play it.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to send it to me.
Right.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. You can send it to her. Yeah. You need to see that shit.
Who's twerking in the video?
All of them.
Whose song is it?
Ass all out. No, I'm like, that
all
ain't
of
you.
them.
Whose song is it?
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. I never heard that name.
She's new.
I just found out a couple of weeks ago. Shit,
this is
social media.
Y'all, this is what my kids is listening to right now. You hear him?
Yeah.
That's E40. God damn it. Okay.
That's what who is Glorilla?
We out here trying to function. Like
we out here trying to function. You did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me stop.
I love that.
I'm about to have flashback.
This right here is what makes me proud to be a mom. This right here, this type of shit, and they're all in one room. All these fucking kids have their own room. They're all in one room listening to E40.
Yeah.
I'm a big E40 fan. I love E40 through and through. Some of his stuff is probably not kid appropriate, but
they listening to the right stuff, girl. They listening to the right stuff.
Oh yeah. Right.
I know their favorite songs.
I'm a big E40 fan, and I feel like
you
should listen to more of it because he be speaking facts.
Better than a lot of other shit they like.
I had to get out of the car.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Ebony, I know you an E40 fan. I know
I'm a hardcore E40 fan.
We used to fuck some E40 up, though.
One day I'm gonna meet him. I love E40. I feel like he
actually my son's favorite rapper is Eminem, actually. So
I used to like him a long time ago when he first came out.
He likes the lyrics. He likes the lyrical. But he also likes rock music. And, I think so.
That's good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Country boy.
The diversity is good.
Yeah, the diversity is good.
I can't get into it. So I think even some techno music. I think too. So
no, I'd be like, turn that off.
Put him and let him explore his diversity. Let him listen to all different
DJ, so yeah. He's a DJ, so it's good for him to have a healthy.
Do you know how much EDM DJs make, bro? Good Lord, EDM DJs.
Them techno DJs, they be making bank.
Right.
Now
They make bread. They
They make
bread,
the most.
bro.
Actually, they make the most bank out of anybody.
Yeah, they
Those
do,
techno.
bro.
That's what they're called. They're called EDM DJ. I don't personally respect them,
I got
because
Why?
because they don't really scratch or any. I mean, there's maybe a rarity of those people. They just push fucking buttons. Like, man, okay, it sounds like the same fucking. You ain't really DJing. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
DJ.
Be
You know what
having
I'm
them
saying?
people dancing though.
I be scratching,
They
I
be
be
so good.
mixing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, he said the girl is having an MC twerking frenzy.
I told him, I said, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the video.
It's
Yeah,
called it's called
it's gonna blow your damn mind. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck? What's she doing?" I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was the baby daddy of the girl who was twerking, I'd be fucking pissed. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And why are
I'd
you
really
twerking?
be mad if she
Now what
had
if
the
your
baby
stupid
and had
ass?
the baby
Now what
in
if
her
your
hand.
stupid ass fell off the damn car and then now I ain't got no baby no more? And you
Or your
hurt,
water
and you
broke.
going into early fucking labor.
going to
Fuck is
labor.
wrong with you?
It looked like she was about to go to labor twerking on the car.
She for real, like
No, but
she was about to pop.
I seen the
Yeah.
signs.
Damn.
It
I'm
so
gonna try to
cute
see
that
if
they it's cute involved the pregnant lady. That's inclusion. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, did y'all hear the man's version
Inclusion?
though?
Yes, I've heard there's like 6 different
No, I
versions.
haven't.
Is it?
What's that called? There's a
Fuck
man
girl
version?
free?
No,
Fuck girl free.
that's
Oh, I gotta
friendly
hear
bitch.
that. I gotta hear that.
Oh my God, this is too much.
I want to see that.
FREE
Is there a
fuck girl
video?
free.
No, he doesn't say fuck girl free. He says friendly bitch free.
Wait, is there a girl? Wait,
Oh, yep, that's
is
a
there a
whole
video?
different one. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, they got the girl version, they
Is it
got
a
the guy
video?
version, they got the version of fat boys, they got the version of fat
That's
girls.
not
Like there's a
answering
whole
my
bunch of
question. Is there a girl version?
I am so
Yeah.
Is there? Is
right
it a
now.
video?
No. It's
Is
just
it
a
a video?
song.
Is the video out?
I
I
don't you
think
might
it's
be
more
Oh, just a
TikToks
song.
or Instagrams.
yeah, it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's called
I can't find it
friendly.
on YouTube,
You might be able to, I don't know.
but there's no video, right?
I don't think so.
Katana, you
All
know
right, I
who
gotta look
Gucci
at this.
is? What's
I
her
gotta
name?
look at this
Richard?
shit.
What's her
I
name?
think it's like B it's
Glorilla?
FBF or
Gorilla.
something.
I would agree. I would agree.
You haven't heard nobody named
She's
Gorilla?
several. She's several nuggets short from a Happy Meal. With the girl twerking on the car, I agree. I love Too Tall, man. Shout out
My
to Too
daughter
Tall,
hasn't
man.
heard
The
her.
song is catchy though. I don't care. It's ratchet as hell, but I like the
It
song. I
is.
dance.
It is. I never. And the girl ain't even that pretty. Sorry. I'm
Oh,
just.
she's not cute at all.
She's not.
She
No. Look like her.
she looks real
She
bad.
Yeah. I don't
She
know.
been
She
feeling
looked like.
It really is a ratchet
She
video.
looked like
Like
Newport. Okay.
So
super.
it's a ratchet
underground
video.
rapper
They
or
was
something?
like,
Underground?
It's glow.
It's very
No,
underground, but it's hit. It's hit. Maybe I think it's probably like near 5 million hits now. It's
yeah,
actually
it's
like.
a hitter. It's a hitter now. It's a hit now.
Oh, it's a
it's a.
hit.
I
If I
mean,
were
I
to play
think
that shit in the club,
it's monopolized on TikTok. I think TikTok really took over and made it big.
Yep. Sure did.
It's and not only that. If you know it's a hit record when young people start dancing to it and make covers, dance covers to it, you know it's a hit. When dancers are they're starting to make songs hits now because just from the dancers alone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the young content creators. That's true. So I mean, let me see where this shit. I'll let me see
So
how
it's a real
much.
easy time to get rich.
It's Glorilla.
Yep. It really is. This is the time to get your bread. If you really feel like you have that talent, you better go make a hot ass song real quick.
Yeah,
And
and
make
if
a
it
hot
blows
ass
up on
video.
TikTok, it's gonna be everything.
Right.
If you can get it on TikTok and it blows up on TikTok, and
Yeah,
then
it's currently at 6.3 million views.
That's ridiculous. I participated because I shared the shit out of it too. My bad.
You did.
'Cause I'm
You did.
serious.
I
It was
haven't.
So, it is. It says it's the 14th top music video.
Damn, that's crazy.
damn. My bad. It's
Damn
really
it,
catchy. I know. I'm sorry. I participated in
And
the
she was tired too. She was like, "Hey, hey." I'm like, Ebony,
I'm like,
Ebony.
What you doing?
That-
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
like, damn it.
I'm sorry. No, I was feeling
What
it
is
kind of
you?
way. When I
What
first
is?
heard
What
it,
is
I was like,
you?
huh?
Yeah, I'm like, what in the hell? What is going on?
It kind of fit my
Right.
energy, so I kind of went with it.
Oh Lord, but
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I was feeling some kind of way.
It
I'm
was
back.
kind of catchy though. I ain't gonna lie. I be singing that shit. It's so catchy. FREE. It's like damn.
Trace,
I
that is
should have thought of
enough.
that.
Trace, that is enough, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm
That
sorry.
is
I'm
enough.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You acting like one of these damn kids. Yeah.
That's what's wrong with these damn kids. That's the problem.
Welcome to the
That's
show,
What the hell's going on up in here?
man.
What up?
Hey,
What's up, Tutal? We're talking about these damn kids, man.
I thought I just tapped in here, y'all. I thought you was talking about that girl at McDonald's pregnant and twerking and tearing the house down.
So,
calling
by any
the
chance,
police, calling the
quick question.
police about a dispute over a Happy Meal.
Quick question, Tutal. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids, boy and a girl.
All right. So the subject. Can you ask that question one more time? Skew on your subject.
My subject.
About sex
Yeah.
and how you would deal with being approached about sex with your kids, or you know.
Say.
Do what?
So I mean, I don't know if you have little ones or teenagers, but
They're grown up
be
professionals now.
yeah. I don't know, what was your approach when, I don't know if they came to you about their sexual experiences as kids.
Well, I was more of a supportive father than a dad or anything. My baby mamas raised their kids.
Right. I hear you. Yeah,
My
I'm in the
kids
same
knew
boat.
who daddy was. They know where the money comes, but you know, my kids weren't going to be living in an unhappy home with an unhappy mama and daddy. So,
Right.
That's
That's
true.
understandable.
That's good.
we I didn't need no court telling me to support my kids or what the fuck to do. I come to my girl with some papers from my lawyer and said, "This is how we can do this." And
Yeah.
it's
Oh
worked
God,
great
right.
for 25, 30 years with my kids, you know.
I hear you. I hear
You know,
you. I
but
hear you.
kept my ass in check, kept her in check, and it worked great for the kids, you know. It was like, never seen a day in court with my kids except for when my daughter had a traffic ticket.
Oh
You
man.
her father? Yes, I am, Your Honor. No, I'm not her lawyer, but I'm here to be sure you don't screw her over.
Right. Straight up. Because they
Yeah.
will try to run over your kids. They'll try to, you know.
I mean, hey, you got an off-duty cop, ripping roaring down the highway in his hot rod car in bad road conditions in Chicago. Power slides, whatever, hydroplane slides into the side of my daughter's car, caused a terrible accident with injuries. And it's like her fault for being on the road.
Wow.
I mean, this guy come off the exit, he was doing 70 miles an hour. he broadsided into the side of her. You know, she's on the highway doing about 50 in the weather, and here comes this road racer. Look at me in my hot rod car in the fucked up weather of Chicago, freezing and ice. Dumbass.
Oh
Yeah, but uh,
did that happen to pan out well for y'all or what?
no, you get banged up in an auto accident, it don't work out good. You know, whether you got paid from the insurance or not, it's never a good day. uh, but you know, the cop did get away. I mean, from what my sister knew of the accident, you know, she thought he was drunk. You know, she had a little bit of an encounter when she had like, hey, you been drinking? Well, and then the rescue and everything coming along and stuff. You know, Mr. Police Officer, you know, you're going to wreck car and then try to aid assist and stuff. And, you know, I'm going to be a hero, but I'm a drunk. Good. And in your face, breathing like a drunk. I got help on my way. Well, you ought to, you dumbass.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think the reason why I wanted to have, well, actually, it was Love Bug's
But
idea. But
yeah, you said something about sex. You know, damn, it's been what 8, 9 years, but I got me a sandwich maker.
right. Reason why we had this show today was because of Love Bug, and we needed to talk about these damn kids and what we can do better as parents and have these kids to do better to make sure that they're more successful in life.
No, I think you know, disciplining your kid and being able to have the ability to smack your kid in the back of the head and make them sit on the basement steps for 10-minute timeouts should not be criminal. You know, I don't know, man. Something with the parenting's fucked up that these kids are behaving the way they do. My opinion.
Oh yeah, it's getting worse. Like I mean, these kids are getting more and more disrespectful, but they're probably the most intelligent young group of people. But I think it's just everything's being thrown at them at once, and you know, mental health is also a factor in that as well. You know, you gotta throw a whole lot of stuff at it because we gotta make sure these young people are are in the best condition, and we got to do our due diligence and making sure that they know that they're loved unconditionally. And but we will hold your ass accountable if you get out and you cut up. So make
KD,
you know
I
clear.
remember you told me that.
We actually gonna huh?
Oh, I was just saying you was
What'd you say,
saying that the parents. Oh,
the parents what?
oh, the parents have to be held accountable as well. My bad. I
Yeah,
just threw that
Yeah,
out there,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
guess
Be
you know.
accountable.
I mean, I had my kids 25 years ago plus. I could not imagine what you parents have to go through today.
Right, yeah, man.
Ooh,
It's
Lord.
crazy.
I mean, when I was a kid, we had to go get a stick and make a bat just to swing at a ball.
Oh,
Right,
well, shit. There you go.
right.
There you go.
You
I
kids
feel
today,
that.
you want to play Bart? I need a battery. I need a charging cable. I'm gonna go play golf today. Can I have a charging cable for my device?
Right, right,
Right.
right.
Hey,
That's all I
you want to
needed.
hear?
Get it on.
Hey, here's something. I mean, you know, for the black community, I don't know what's appropriate. You know, apparently the N word ain't except for some certain situations, but I don't like hearing that word. That's just my preferences.
Mm-hmm.
But You take this kid to Tiger Woods, right?
Mhm.
Greatest athlete of the world, right? One of the greatest. Even his dad is a legend, right? Am I wrong?
No, but he don't. But Tiger Woods don't claim us. So
Well, I
Right.
mean, I don't know what, but I just found out this story from a fellow YouTuber.
well, yeah,
Tiger Woods' dad, Tiger Woods' dad grew up, schooled, and is buried right here in Manhattan, Kansas, 20 miles from me or less.
okay,
And being the father of the greatest sports figure, all this money, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or something or
right,
another,
right.
he buried with nothing but a rock for a headstone, and his son come to town and was gone in less than 4 hours.
Man,
Wow, wow.
Wow.
I'm
That's
sorry,
some
man.
fucked up shit, man.
Yeah,
You know?
that's pretty damn disrespectful. If you know,
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
taught him the
so,
game from everything you knew.
maybe he was. I mean, from what I've heard or gist of it, he was a bad dad that liked a lot of the ladies. And that just kind of happens. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, look,
You know,
I'm
I mean, I ain't
as
saying
long
it's
as I
okay,
raise
but I
well,
mean,
and see, well, let's start there. Let's when it comes to when it comes to, I'm gonna ask everybody this question: what is the right age, or no, not the age? I'm sorry. What is the right amount of time when you're dating somebody to bring somebody around your kids?
Um,
well, here's something kind of interesting. This lady friend of mine, she is a baby mama, grandmama.
Okay.
Her, her daddy and baby daddy had a baby, although uh, the father has custody. Mother's in prison for attempted murder of her daughter,
Oh,
and grandma has a custody portion with the baby daddy.
wow.
And it was Mother's Day. I mean, we just started kicking it off probably about a couple of weeks, and I was thinking of doing something nice for Mother's Day, and she said, "Well, hey, I got my granddaughter in, you know." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
I says, "Well, would it be all right if I came over for a little surprise in case I'm in town for an apple fritter run? You know, drop in, say hi, drop off some love."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be nice. Yeah, bring some fritters. Come on by for a minute. Hell, we wound up. I invited her to the hotel or to the IHOP. I was my daughter and baby mother was in from Chicago, and I had them girls come on over and have breakfast with us at the IHOP. I called up my
Mm-hmm.
girl and said, "Hey, you mind if I bring some company over for the Mother's Day breakfast this morning?" You know, she knew about this new girl, and she, yeah, bring her on over. I'd like to meet her. Yeah, so here I am with, you know, new baby grandmama and baby mama, like, and these motherfuckers bring me some of the skinniest fucking pancakes, and I gotta be nice. Oh man, I want the bitch. I'm like, fuck. Hey, when you can read a newspaper through your pancakes and their fucking pancakes as thin as a damn piece of bacon, I'm no.
hold on, baby, okay?
$157 getting out the fucking door. You nuts? Son of a bitch. Well, I'm getting some noise from somebody's microphone.
Oh, I think I don't know
Is that somebody
who
next
might
to
have.
their stairmaster or something?
All right, so
Sorry, y'all. I'm cooking.
we yeah Yeah,
I don't even want to know what you're cooking. If it sounds like it, I'm fuck shit nervous.
So we're gonna end it with final thoughts on this on today's show.
Eat
Sam,
more pie.
we're gonna start with you, Love Bug.
I'm just gonna say I'm here. You guys can find me. I support you and your kids, more so the kids, because I don't like you grown motherfuckers, but I will fuck with your kids. Um, y'all, if we could just start here and come together and start building, relationships with different kids and stuff, and helping each other build each other up, would return. Come on, come on, don't interrupt my shit.
Hello? Tell him Dave's not here.
Right.
Sorry.
Dave's not here.
There you go. Sorry.
He
That was my
doesn't even know what Netflix and chill is. Stop calling his phone.
homeboy.
But if you guys want to, we can definitely start here. We can definitely start pulling it together. I wouldn't mind helping and and reaching out to other people to help me, if y'all want to start the village, let's go ahead and start the village. I got
I'm
the
with
most
it.
kids, so
I'm with it.
I need the most help.
Is there a limit? Is there a population limit on the idiots in the village that we got to get?
There's definitely a fucking limit.
Okay, I
Because
was going
it's
to
a
say, man,
difference
you start
between
saying
trying to
village,
build
it's
and
like,
dealing with
oh
fuck
no,
shit.
let's not go there.
Yeah, there's a limit. Okay, and I will put your ass the fuck out and your
Yeah.
kids. Like,
I'm
the
glad the
kids
town I
stay.
live
Shit.
in is only 2,500.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that good, but we're gonna get
Y'all,
started. If I could
y'all
do
in
something
Mississippi,
like
right?
that would be awesome. Like, I would really be into doing something like that, building something that big. Cause that's just me. I love the fucking kids. I love these little fuckers. They're my favorite.
Amberly
But you grown
Taylor.
people,
I see you.
Yeah.
You looking? I'm looking.
just
Senior
everybody,
moment, your
just know
glasses ain't
that,
working. You're like, what?
sir, just know that
Go
I'm
ahead.
here and I support you guys. And when you guys need that support, I am very wise. Um, and in touch with a lot of things and a lot of people. So feel free to reach out and ask questions. And I'll see what I can do.
All right. Ebony, uh, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
I'm
you.
here.
What's your thought on the subject?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the hell is going on. I've been doing
Sorry,
my own little thing here, so I'm sorry I missed it. Can somebody refresh me,
look,
please?
I'm talking about the whole topic, girl. What's the final thought on the whole topic?
Already, damn, I didn't miss that much. Um, Final thought is um, take care of your kids, mothers, fathers. Take care of your kids. Support your kids. Talk to your kids. Listen to your kids. Um, if they tell you that something's wrong, listen to them. Believe them. Have faith in them. Support them. And when they get out of line, beat their ass. Fuck the police. And all that extra shit, beat their ass, chin check their ass, push them on the ground, whatever that
Oh
needs to be
Lord.
happening to represent and for your parenthood. But in the end of the day, we got to protect these kids. We have to protect their mental health. We have to let them know that we love them and we support them. And
Yeah.
like I said, fuck the police.
On that, fuck the
Period.
police.
I couldn't have said it
Trace,
better.
go ahead with your final comments, sir,
Um,
on the
yeah,
topic.
it's the same for me. Just I think it's good that people kind of stick together. And I think the kids need that, and we should probably stick to that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
stick to it and and hang together, stick together like glue, you realize how strong we be together. You know what I mean? Imagine how the kids will grow up seeing that,
Right.
unity. You know, it would help them. It would help them a long way. But yeah, I appreciate it. You know, I just wanted to join the conversation. You know, but
Good talk.
it's all love.
We appreciate you joining the conversation, sir. Thank you very much. Too tall. These
Wow.
damn kids and why we love them. What's your final thought on that?
Well, I mean, you got to teach your kids well. You got to teach them right, and and when it comes to making sandwiches, don't forget the Miracle Whip.
Hey, you know I got it right.
I
Just
like
saying.
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is way better. Way better than
I save that for the deviled eggs, but not Miracle Whip. Can't beat it.
I was about to say that's another show topic. Miracle Whip or
that's
mayonnaise.
a whole nother stuff. Yeah, well, mayonnaise is way better than Miracle Whip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I like Miracle Whip.
Nah, that's yeah. I don't. Why the fuck? I don't want my damn sandwich to be sweet. What the hell?
DJ,
That's because I eat wheat bread. Wheat bread is not sweet.
DJ,
Okay. You eat that white shit, so that's why your shit's sweet. That's why it be so fucking extra sweet, because you eat that white shit. That's
How
that.
you know I eat white bread?
I be asking the kids, I be like, you want that Donald Trump or you want that Barack Obama? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the bread does hold a lot of sugar.
It does.
Oh, okay. All right. I give y'all that.
hey DJ,
It is what it is, bro.
you do you remember that money making project at the county fair with the onion rings and the redheaded midget strippers? You remember that little money maker? Well,
you know what? I was
she's
wondering what the hell. Your weed is magical. Okay.
hey, the new sandwich maker, 5'2", tattoos, and red hair is optional.
All right. My final thought is that we should definitely support these kids 110%. Help them and guide them on their purpose. Hold ourselves accountable. Make sure mental health is a pillar in the conversations when it comes to them. If they're struggling with something, provide them the resources. Discipline is incredible. I still believe I don't even know. But don't just whoop your kid's ass and then figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't just do that. Talk to your kids. Actually have a dialogue. Speak to them. Let them know that you love them, and that we're here for them. These goddamn kids. But somebody gotta love you. So
I love you.
I love you, nephew.
I love you.
With your bad ass.
Shoot.
I don't know. Sometimes these kids need to just get randomly popped. You know what I mean? Just to give them a reminder, just because they thinking about doing some dumb shit. So before they even do it, just a random just pop real quick to the back of their head.
Period.
That might help.
Right. This is a quick reminder. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hi, Kai.
Mike.
What?
Hi, Kai.
They're talking to the
Gary.
BKD, Mike.
Who that?
And that's you.
We need more strong Black women and more strong Black men to stand up in our communities and support these kids and show them where they come from.
Yep.
Teach them about their culture and teach them how great they are and that they are kings and queens And that's what we really need more than anything.
Right. But also give them a dose of reality. You got to have tough love. You know what I'm saying?
Sugarcoat that.
Tough love
Yeah.
is definitely needed,
I'm gonna
especially
be
with
honest, bro. Black
right now.
people got tough love all the time. We tough. We don't get no love though.
I give all
Right. You
love,
can't
all
forget
love,
the love. Love is important. You
Right.
gotta have tough
all
love.
love on
You
these
know
little
what I'm
ugly
saying?
kids.
Constructive criticism, not just criticism, because
Stink.
you want to build them up. That's what constructive criticism is. You want to build
We
them
see
up,
kids
tear
over
the
here.
stupid shit down, and build them up. So, but all right, y'all. I appreciate you guys. Hey, if you guys love what we do, please donate to the cause. My Cash App is DJ $123. See it right here at the bottom. Y'all can check that out. If you support and love what we do, we are getting ready to go in the streets this summer. We're gonna be in the streets and we're gonna be interviewing people and we're going
We
to be having conversations on that. We're going to have real dialogue. We're going to ask the hard questions. At least I am. I don't, I don't know about them two. I don't know. They might ask, some other questions, but I'm gonna ask the hard questions about relationships and accountability and all those type of things. So look forward to that. We'll be down in the streets. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Again, donate to the channel. Uh, and not only that, I'm almost at my 5,000 subscriber mark. We're almost there. We're only about
Gang, gang.
yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there at 5,000. Let's make that happen, y'all. Let's make that happen. Subscribe to the channel, share the content, and like the video so more people can get educated on real life conversation when it comes to relationship. Okay, so I'm signing out. Your boy DJ K Dot, my sister, the beautiful, lovely Love Bug, my co-host, and then Ebony, my co-panelist. Thank Old School. I want to thank Old School for being there. Unfortunately, he couldn't hook up his I don't know. He old, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to help him out. Yeah, no, he old, so he
You
just.
just went for him like that?
Oh, I do it all the time. It's okay.
Oh, but he's not even here to defend himself. That's nasty.
But I love Old School. You know that. But maybe
Mm-mm.
up next time and try to get his stuff together. Shout out to Amber Lee. Appreciate you being here. Shout out to Trace. Thank you for being here. Until next time. We out. It's your boy DJ K Dot. The man. Gone.
I really need to figure out.